It don't sound realistic, but that's because you've been in America too. Yeah, that's the thing. You've been in America too long, bro. America, that's too big, I check one too, Shalom. I check the feed.
Wanna start out, bro? Shalom. Before we begin, want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash,
Prophet Yahweh,
Prophet Yahweh,
Prophet
Prophet
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the brothers who are pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the few amount of sisters as well. Okay, and we out here again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to preach the downfall of America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures. All right, and to call the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds, those that look like the other nations, but your spirit goes back to one of these 12 tribes to repentance, man. Okay, and again, we're only out here to for the elect, man. All right, one third of the nation of Israel, all right, is going to be saved, man. And we come in the name of Yahweh, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. All right, it's not Jehovah or Yahweh, but Yahweh, and His name means He is or He exists. Bahashem, in the name of, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, all right, and His name is Yahushua, not Yeshua or not Jesus, but Yahushua, which means He saves or He delivers. Right? By those names and those names only shall we find salvation, man. Right? You know, so we come in through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And right now is a beautiful time to be alive. You see, because amen, the world as you know it is coming to an end. All right, and you'd be lying to yourself if you say that it's not, man. You know, I was just I was at the store and there was this Edomite. He was talking about, you know what I'm saying, hey man, everything is so high. I was like, yeah, man, you know, and it's only gonna get worse. All right, inflation. You have a term called shrinkflation as well, man. You know, so at the end of the day, man, right now is a high time to wake out of sleep. You got it.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 21, verse 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together.
So yeah, man, you see, amen, the book has been opened, man. Yahushua, He opened the seals for us to understand what the Holy Scriptures say, man. You know, and of course we have teachers, man. We have men that have taught us this truth. How Yahushua said in Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter, man. You know, He has given us he has appointed those shepherds, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so now we have come to the realization that, hey, man, we are Yashar Allah, man. You know, we are princes of the power. We're no longer calling ourselves Mexican. We're no longer calling ourselves African American. You know, these are proverbs and bywords that our enemy, all right, the so-called white man, has put upon us, man, to further get away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, because he understands that it all starts with a name, man.
I got you, too. You have Mr. Keys, right?
Oh yeah.
To open the book. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 18. I am He that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death.
Amen. And that's Yahushua, man. You know, he ultimately, man, he defeated death. you know, and we being part of the hopeful elect, right? Amen. We go. We're right now. We're in the suffering stage. You know, we're suffering for Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? We're bearing our crosses daily, man. You know, we get ridiculed. Right? They tell us that you know, they no honor serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, our people, they look down on us. You know, because you could call us we're radical. You know. Amen. But we're fools for Hamashiach's sake, man.
Yeah.
You know, and amen. We're out here, you know, making our bodies a living sacrifice, man.
Right. Yeah.
And because we're suffering with Yahushua, amen, we're gonna be in his glory as well, man. Once Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, all right, raises him up, man. And right now he's sitting on the right hand side, man, of the throne. You know, and like it tells us in the Lord's Prayer, man, that what, man, his kingdom gonna be here upon earth, you know. And that's why we go so hard for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why you know what I'm saying, we repent daily, man.
It mentioned us being dead. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord brought us from that death state, which is what? That state of confusion, man. You know, because in order for you to be alive truly, you have to have the understanding of the scriptures, man. You know, that's how you really alive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are fucking dead people walking. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. Like, they don't know where they are. They don't know their nationality. You know what I'm saying? They trust in the beat system. You know, they leave the American trade. Okay, they're dead. But us, we're alive because what? The Lord has given us that breath. You know, like the brother quoted, you know, from Romans 13:10, I believe. You know, now is a high time to awake out of sleep. You know, that's another term that's associated with what? Being dead. You know, our fathers went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now that we have this truth, the Lord has given us life again. You know what I'm saying? All right, and we're working towards what? Everlasting life. I got one precept, bro. This is Ephesians 5 and 13. It says, "But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Wherefore he said, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and a Mashiach shall give thee light."
Amen. Because you know, prior to us waking up, you know, amen, we were just bones walking, man. You know, but now, you know, we have the breath, you know, and there's Israelites, you know, that they have the sinews, they have the skin, you know, they teach you who you are, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, they don't got it all, man. They don't have that breath that's ultimately making them alive, man. You know, and through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, amen, be out here trying to give you spiritual CPR, man. You know, and you may say, well, it's ain't no one listening, you know, amen. But we're online, man. You know, the hopeful elect gonna hear, you know.
Reading forward, it says, verse 15, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
Ooh, so yeah, man. Yahushua, he said that what, man? Those that do by those that not only hear the word, right, but also do what he said, man. Those are wise, man. You know. Can you read that again, bro?
Verse 15, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
Yeah, man. Like it tells us in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, that what, man? You know, we have to measure the times diligently, man. And that we're circumspectly, you know, hey, man, you gotta keep your head on a swivel, man. When you're just out here, man, we're watchmen, you know, seeing the what's happening, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, these media is ran by who, man? None other than Amalek, man. You know, It's them, that conglomerate, that they control everything. Known as what, man? The elites. These Rothschilds, these Rockefellers, right? They control everything, man. And they're not gonna tell you, because what, man? That's the whole thing. Is they're rocking you to sleep, man. With these bread and circus, you know. And man, you be a fool, man, to just be up on just bread and circus. You know, it's that sleight of hand. You know, hey, look over here. While what, man? They're trying to kill you with the other hand, man.
Yeah, like Brandon Circus is used to what, control the minds of the people. It's to get you to not pay attention to what's really going on. You know, and that's why you got the prophets constantly screaming in your ear. Okay, blowing that trumpet, all right, telling you that look, the enemy is getting ready to come down with great wrath. Esau and Edom was a self-proclaimed white man. That's what they call themselves today. They're your enemy, Jacob. All right, they're the enemies to the Lord's people, man. You know, and they got this mindset that they want to have what, global control, man. You know, so what they've been doing is building this system, all right, around you. Okay, and you don't realize that you're the frog getting ready to be boiled alive, man. You know, because they're getting ready to what, bring forth that RFID chip, man. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ready to bring that shit, man. You know, they're gonna make that shit mandatory, where you ain't gonna have, like, people are worried about assets. You know what I'm saying? They worry about fucking, you know, building their empire. Well, if whatever you're building doesn't align with their agenda, their goal, they're gonna cut you off from their system. You know what I'm saying? They don't want billionaires, trillionaires that are fucking not on their agenda. You know? So people thought that they was gonna come up with like a lot of these platforms that they've been bringing out, like the Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and you know what I'm saying? They've been coming out with all these cryptocurrencies and shit, you know, and you got a lot of people that got rich off them. But what happened to a lot of those rich guys? They got fucking whacked. You know what I'm saying? They got put to fucking death, man. You know, the dude from Cash App, you know, because guess what? They wasn't aligned with what Esau's real agenda. You see what I'm saying? Okay. They had financial freedom because they were wealthy, you know, but Esau getting ready to bring it to everybody, those that are higher up, and then those that are at the bottom, you know, because they already cut off fucking the middle class. The fucking Crown Royal 19, 2020, that was the implementation of cutting the middle class right there. You know what I'm saying? Mom and pop businesses, you know, they got closed down because they couldn't take that suffering of that loss of money, revenue coming in because the lockdowns, man. You know, when they told people stay home, you know what I'm saying? Stay home means you have less business. You know, you have less bodies coming in and purchasing things that you need. So those mom and pop businesses that just were scraping to get by, that put an impact on their business and put them out. You see, it squeezed them out. So Esau did that by design, you know, and then while everybody was locked down, they started putting up what? 5G towers, man. Building, construction, right? While you at home, you know what I'm saying? And you not really paying attention to what the fuck is really going on, you know? Esau was doing everything by design and collecting data, you know, right? Because right now they got what? What's it called? World Coin or some shit. I think it's World Coin, which goes back into the orb. The orb is associated with World Coin. You know if I'm saying that correctly, you know? And that shit is pretty much retina scans for Esau to collect more data on pretty much your face, man. You know, biometrics, man. You know, which also goes back into what? Iris, a Greek goddess, man. That deals with what? Sending forth messages from the people to the gods, right? Who's calling themselves gods, man? These fucking devils, man. Because in order to have control over everybody in the world, you will have to believe that you're a fucking god. You know,
That's what these devils vision themselves to be. What goes back into what? Bible prophecy, man. You know, George Soros calling himself a guy. The WEF, you know what I'm saying? Klaus Schwab or Cotton Swab, man. You know, Yuval Noah Harari, man. That's that 1948 a sodomite, man. You know, he said we don't even need God. You know, and why are they so puffed up? Because they got technology, man. Technology, man. You see? But it goes back to what? First Thessalonians, man. You got it, brother.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Bible sure grab the word device, you know, because when you go into that word device, it means to have what? A plot, a plan, you know. Now that the Lord has given us the breath, opened our eyes, you know what I'm saying? Now we see their plan, their agenda, you know, and then we also understand that the Most High's plan, right? Because the Most High plan does not align with their plan, man. But He is going to allow them to bring that CHIP to chip the masses of the people, okay, in order to fulfill Bible prophecy, all right? Then the Lord is going to take this man down, you know, all right? Because Esau, even though he's going to fulfill his belly, right? He's going to eat, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is still going to take this man down at the end of the day, right? And his world is going to end by what? ICBM missiles. That's how this man's world is going to end. World War III, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is that word devices is G3540, and it's no man, and it goes into a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes.
Yep. An evil purpose, bro. You see what I'm saying? What's that evil purpose?
Their New World Order.
The New World Order.
You know what I'm saying? Where you will own nothing and be happy.
Be happy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? What's that? Get that information on in the chat. What goes into kill gates of hell. You know? How he owns fucking damn near 300,000 acres of land, farmland. Why is the guy from Microsoft, a computer nerd, owning agricultural and farm lands? Why? You know, because they want to control the crops. They want to control the food. Somebody, you see how it was there? It's a spirit, bro. Spirits can see the spirit. You know, they want to control the food, and it's a time you can find it, bro, on your phone. Find a quote. If you control the food, you control the people. You see what I'm saying?
Just like in Egypt. Remember when that famine was going about?
Yeah.
And they ultimately had to sell themselves. They sold their land, they sold their cattle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All their substance, you know?
Yep.
And we're fucking slaves.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
this is Egypt all over again, man.
Same thing. Spiritually Egypt all over again, man. You know, right? So they've been cutting the market. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these farmers been getting bought out, or they've been getting their crops tampered with, because see, all Esau does, he does slick shit. He'll let his Monsanto GMO seeds somehow fly in the wind and get spread amongst your crop. And then as long as he has the patent to it, he can be able to say, well, that's his shit, you know, or sue you. And they're a big company, you know. You see, so you can't really fight these high companies in court, because they got lawyers after lawyers, judges. They got people under them in order to win their cases, man. You know.
And you even got their GMO seeds, their plants, they provide the herbicides as well. You know,
Yep.
these pesticides.
Yep.
So now their specific seed is made to survive those pesticides and herbicides.
Yep.
You know, but those other seeds, you know what I'm saying? Those are not. You know, so they could just spray their shit, and then their seeds will outlive the other ones, man.
Yep.
You know, that's Satan right there.
Yep. So Esau he divides things cunningly. You know, he's cunning like that.
Yeah, it's evil purposes.
You know, evil purposes, man. You know, and that's what we see. A lot of talks are coming out about what food processing plants are somehow burning down. Cows by the hundreds are just laying belly up, dead. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not normal, but it's because of who? The devil. He's working his mischief upon the inhabitants of the people, man. You know, he's not coming. He doesn't have to necessarily come down full force. He could do things gradually, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until he had it to the point where, you know what, you're so weak, you're so beaten, then he can come down full force and then completely destroy you, man. And you can't do nothing about it. You know, that's strategy. Break you down. That's one thing in boxing. Hit the body, go up top. You confuse your opponent. You break them down over time till they get so weak to the point where then you get that they drop their hands, you know, and get that knockout. You control the fight. You controlling the fight, man. Esau's controlling the fight, and these people don't fucking see. So we the ones telling you that this devil, okay, this is what he's doing, and he's the devil according to the Bible, man. You got did you
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the one you want, but it's good.
Yeah, read it.
Good, bro. It says this is from Through for the Day.
through for the day. You people are through for the day.
Through for the Day. It says control oil and you control nations. Control food and you control people.
That's it. See?
Henry Kissinger.
Henry Kissinger. Yo, read that one more time, bro.
It says through for the day. Control oil and you control nations.
Yep.
Control food and you control people.
Yep. See? Control oil, you control nations, right? You control the food, and you control also the people, man. And you know how spiritual that is, right? Because what was the blessing? Somebody could go there. Genesis 27. Let's go to Genesis 27. You know, 27 and what, like 35? Oh yeah, bring it out. Bring that with it for the guy.
Somebody Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanted an article, right? WEF declared our God.
No,
Bring out the
Bill
brother.
Gates. Oh,
Yeah, bring out the brother for the post. And then the brother going to Genesis 27.
you want me to just get straight to the point?
Yep, come.
Okay, this is Genesis 27 and verse 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
And then one blessing, father. He crying and shit. You know, he wept, Isaac. You know, where's my blessing, father? Go ahead, Isaac.
Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Yep, keep going.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Thy dwelling shall be what? The fatness of the earth. We gotta keep these words. Fatness, right? Shall be the fatness of the earth. Okay? You know? Because in order to have the fatness of the earth, you gotta have the resources, right? One of the resources how Esau was ruling, which he's ruling today. I mean, the dollar is known by what also the petrodollar, petroleum, oil. You see what I'm saying? All right. So that was one thing that Esau coveted over the earth. That's why he was in doing deals in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Esau wanted to get into the lands of Iran. You know, he wants to get into those oil and rich nations, even Niger, those African countries that are close by have also petroleum and oil. That's why them French, them motherfuckers are Edomites as well,
They was raping them Hamites, man, taking their resources, you know, alongside with their gold. I think another one was uranium. You know what I'm saying? They was taking all their resources and then leaving them over there with fucking paper money that ain't worth shit. You see? But it's backed off a belief that it's worth something. Okay? It's called currency. It's the current thing that's in use. So if we were bartering and you had something that I needed, anything could be a currency at that moment. Dealing with bartering is if I have fruit and you might not have the fruit, but you got a cattle and I could give you a supply, then I could currently exchange something for what you got. That would be a currency. You see? So the currency as of today is the US dollar. Now the currency is changing from the US dollar to what? Digital money. So that's gonna be the new currency. And you got Israelites that still don't fucking get it. The metaverse, bro. Yo, they want to put you in a digital place, which the metaverse goes back into the scriptures. It goes back. It co-aligns with Revelation 13 and 16, man. We always go into the word hand. Or mark. I'm sorry, mark. We always go into the word mark, which goes into what charagma, you know, right? So you look up the word head, where he's going to put a mark in our forehead. You go to the root word of head, it goes back into meta. It's all right there in the scriptures.
And we're putting it together for the people, man. You know, but they don't want to hear it.
Shoot, I got a quick preset since he said it right there. It's cool. I got that chapter.
Oh, the chapter.
This is Habakkuk 2 in verse 1. Yep. I will stand upon my watch and sit upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. The point is in verse 5. No, right here, my bad. It's like verse 2. And the Lord Yahushua answered me.
Read that down. Read that down to the point.
Okay. And the Lord Yahushua answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
So, I bring it out because the brother's saying, man, it's very plain, man. Very plain to the spirit part of Yahushua, man. You know, we just a mouthpiece of the Lord, man. All right. And we know because Yahweh Yahushua gave to Pakadash, we very, very grateful for that, man. Okay. So it's very plain. You know what I'm saying again? It's very plain, man. Because everything we're saying is through the scripture, man. We're not saying it off our own emotions. You know, so fuck our emotions, man. We're going off the scriptures, man.
Straight up. Continuing and make it plain upon tables that he may run there read it.
And read it, you know, it goes honestly, it comes down to you understand it, man. Okay, we out here to tell you how to serve the Lord, Yahweh the correct way, and it's up to you to do the right thing, man. Okay, and it's up to the Lord to put the Rakakadosh for you to understand, man. Okay, we do our duty, you know, the blood's on our hands, give you the warning, and it's up to you to do the right thing, man. Okay, because it's very plain.
They got that online, Troy in LA. Do the right thing. You know, the game show. You know what I'm saying? You got different choices. You select the choice, which is the right one. Hey, phone the brother. You know, hey, you know.
No, you get that's what we doing, bro. We telling you do the right thing. We being those we on the hilltop. I can't remember the scripture exactly, but we being them examples. We being examples. Yep. We being them examples. Rocket. We being them examples how to serve Yahweh the correct way, man. You know, it's very plain, man. It's really easy. You know, if the Lord really dealing with you.
It's like that movie, Don't Be a Message.
Yeah.
Message. You know, on the very important things, man.
Yeah.
You know, and what messenger goes into an angel.
Yep.
You know, so shit, man, we're angels, man. You know, giving out that message of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
We really want to show love. Because we trying to tell you to get fucking right, man. Okay? Because if you don't get right when it's if you don't get right now, you're gonna be through. That's what we telling you, man. And everything we say to ourselves first and foremost, man. You know,
we know that the majority are not gonna fucking get right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cousins, aunties, uncles, brothers, parents, you know, they're not gonna get right. You see what I'm saying? It's only for the small few, which is the remnant, man. remnant shall return in the last days.
That's why the scriptures say, the ones that really are my brothers, you know, paraphrasing, the ones that do the will of the Heavenly Father.
Will of the Father. Those are brothers.
That's our real family, man.
And doing it sincerely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sincerely, you know. You got guys that are not sincere in this thing. You know, this is just like a hangout, a fad, and you know, it's cool because it's like the new thing that's going on. You know, because Israel is popularity amongst the world. Don't listen to contrary beliefs, man. That Israel is not booming, man. Israel's like a wildfire that can't be unnoticed, man. You know, you got some shit burning, you take notice of that. You know what I'm saying? You can smell what's cooking over here. You can see it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So don't listen to contrary belief. We out there, man. You know, and that's through the spirit of prophet Yahweh. But let's keep these scriptures.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit more. One more verse. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
There it is.
And not lie.
Yep.
Though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will.
Right? The prophecies. That's what's speaking. That's the token. All right, which token goes into what? Something that is evident. Okay? Okay, you can see it, you can feel it, you can trust upon it. Because why? The Lord said these things are going to come to pass.
It won't come back void.
Yeah, I was just gonna get that.
It won't be empty. It's not gonna be empty, man.
Just like the Lord does earthly comparisons. You know, you can feel when it rains. You know what I'm saying? So the prophecy is just like rain. You know, you can see when it's snowing. You know, so the Lord even uses like the seasons. Okay, the weather as comparison unto his prophecies, man. You know, and even Shaq Diesel, you know, he got that song, you can't stop the rain, you can't stop the rain. That's a dope song, you know. Check that song out by Shaq D. You know what I'm saying? All right, the Diesel. You know, which Shaq is an Israelite, man, even though he's wicked. You know, he's a wicked ass Jake, you know. But he's an Israelite, man, and that even that song, you know what I'm saying, actually goes back into the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit more, bro. Yeah. Excuse me. This Habakkuk 2 and verse excuse me. Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And the Lord Yahushua answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Yep.
That he may run that read it.
Yep.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Yep. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Yep. It will not tarry.
It's like a roller coaster, man. You know, the Lord is like a roller coaster, man. You know, it goes up and down, you know, but in the day, prophecy is gonna be fulfilled, man, because that's what's in the scripts, man. Okay. It's just up to you to stick and be patient, man. No, let's see that's patient. You gotta go.
And you know what I'm saying? The Lord's just building up the drama. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the Lord's movie at the end of the day, man. And he loves a good drama, man. I got what you had quoted, bro. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right. So now let's go back to Genesis 27 and 38, where you was reading that, because one thing about Esau being set up, that was also a part of the Lord's prophecy, man. That Esau was going to be what? A spearhead in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about who controls the oil, right? You know, that was we see the fulfillment of that. You know, excuse me, I'm stuttering and shit. But we're seeing the fulfillment of that. You know, and a lot of information is coming out because you know you got these other nations that are now turning their back to America. Now people are writing articles on the opposition of them being against the West, you know, and how the West was only using them for their resources. And these people are starting to wake up to Esau's bullshit, man. That's right. You know?
Back in Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38, and it says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from
Right.
above.
So get that word fatness, Baba for sure. Let's see what that word fatness says.
It's H 4924,
Uh-huh.
and it's Mashman, if I'm saying it correctly, and it's fatness for a fertile place, richly prepared oil.
Oil. Right? You see what I'm saying? Oil. Fatness of the earth. That was prophecy, man. Esau was going to control these different markets, and one of the markets that he wanted to take control of was having that oil, man. You know what I'm saying? Which oil is a vital source, especially in American society. Because what does oil move? Oil moves cars, it moves trains, it moves trucks. You see what I'm saying?
Everything's made out of oil. Your
Yep.
clothes,
Your clothes,
shoes,
shoes. You see what I'm
the
saying?
medicine.
Medicine, yeah.
The Rockefellers that switched over to the oil. You know what I'm saying? Left the herbs alone. And, did oil.
Because in order to have the like the third industrial movement, you know what I'm saying? He had to be able to move and produce these products. You know what I'm saying? Which took high volumes of oil, man. That's why Esau makes war with other countries, man. You know what I'm saying? He demonized the country in order for him to justify themselves sitting for truth inside their land to steal what? Their oil, man. You know? That's the whole reason. You know what I'm saying? And then if he has his eyes set on something else that can make him money, he'll go and do the same thing just to take that other resource. You know?
Under the guise of he calls it human rights violations. You know what I'm saying? To go up in a spot and terrorize these people, man, for their resources.
Yeah. You know? Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, you know what I'm saying? Esau be setting people up and then demonize them, calling them terrorists in order for what? Them to go into their lands, man. You know what I'm saying? And we see you devils. We able to pinpoint what the hell you do. You see what I'm saying? So the spirit power you have by small shot, we able to call you out, man. You know, for what you've been doing, man. You fit the description of Micah 2:1. You know, because the power is in your hand. You see what I'm saying? You take people's homes. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 40, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right. You know, because at a point in time, Esau was under captivity. But now, Esau is up in captivity. Esau is the top nation on the earth right now. See what I'm saying? So that's what we see. Esau the top nation. And as Esau has been brought up, because that was what, according to Bible prophecy, look how he has been what, micromanaging the earth. He has been destroying it, man. Because too much of anything can kill you. You know? So Esau been constantly siphoning the oil out the earth. You know? Now he don't even need the oil no more. He didn't did his damage there. You know, a lot of earthquakes, because you know, I talk about the tectonic plates. A lot of that, it's like friction. You know what I'm saying? It's like friction. Anytime you got metal rubbing against metal, it's gonna cause sparks. So the earthquakes happen. A lot of earthquakes happen because of this damn dude. You know, he's still like the blood out of the earth and shit, man. You know. What else is these devils are doing, man?
With deforestation.
Yep, deforestation.
Mass taking all the fishes about the water.
Hey, but you know, deforestation, that's a big word. That's a big word. You know, killing off the trees, right? This dude been trying to go through the Amazon forest, rainforest. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that the Amazon rainforest is like the lungs of the earth? The Amazon rainforest is the lungs of the earth.
Some years ago, even set that shit on fire.
Yeah, he's been trying to get into the forest, but it's one of the largest forests in the world. You know, he's trying to search out the world.
You know what I'm saying? But see, the Lord has certain locations to where Esau cannot pretty much get a stronghold in it. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is bound. You know, he has limits. The Most High he creates limits where this damn devil, he cannot pass them, man. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with outer space.
Made it back.
Yep. You know, Esau been trying to get out of space. They still talk about how we're making a breakthrough. We're sending a rover to Mars. This nigga lying.
Hell yeah.
He ain't sending no rover to Mars. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even landed on the moon. And the moon is closer than Mars.
Man.
So how you ain't landing on the moon, but you bypassing further.
Yeah.
It's all an illusion, man, to make you believe something that is not real. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny because now that we in a technological age, now everything is being exposed. So now they showing you that Esau really, he's in a big ass pool somewhere in a facility, and he's in a spacesuit jumping, and they're using CGI to make it seem as if he's zero gravity. So you jump and you float, you know, because the gravity pretty much keeps us on the floor. So in water, if you got a suit on that might have a certain weight to it, you know, you could jump off and it'll sink. It looks like you floating, but it'll bring you down. And all Esau gotta do is control the aerial view or the certain view angle, and then make it to where fucking, all right, I'm gonna put the earth and stars in the background, and make it seem like it's real. You know what I'm saying? He's the greatest deceiver, man.
Master deceiver.
Yeah.
Had everybody fooled.
Bro, that's what he did during 1970. You know, 1970. Though thou sit thy nest amongst the stars, then shall I bring thee down. That was the start of the Lord bringing them down, because the Lord did what? Allow Esau to actually set up those satellites, put them in the atmosphere, all for what? The internet to be created, so that way the world can experience the true words of Yahweh Shema Shah being away from the prophets, man. Go ahead.
This is wait, you want me to get stay in Kansas?
No, that was the point. Yeah.
Here's Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 35. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea from the waves thereof, thereof roar. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts is his name." Here's the point. It says, "If those ordinances depart from before me, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, then the seed of Israel shall cease from being."
I gotta read up a couple verses here.
Let's see.
You read like 2 verses.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, 33 and verse 31 and 33. This is, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people."
So who is that covenant given to? Israel, right? That will never depart from the Lord. You know, even though the Lord put us away, the Most High, you know, but Yahweh shed his blood all for who? Israel to come back, man. You know, and that's why Israel's being able to come back to the Lord in these last days. You see what I'm saying? All right, because we always going to be the Heavenly Father's people, man. Right? You know, so the next kingdom to come up is going to be Israel. It's going to be first Yahweh establishing his kingdom, right? But then the Lord's going to create what? A different covenant, a new covenant in us, to where we're going to be made perfect. You see what I'm saying? Us being perfect to where we're not going to go off against our powers ever again, man. Right? You know, Esau desperately wants us to offend and go off against our power. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord had it to where, look, now we're able to turn back to it. We're not going to bend our power anymore, which we're going to be set up on high, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 34, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother.
Right. And you got guys that saying we're going to do the new covenant now. You tripping. You see what I'm saying? Because there it is right there. You're not going to have to teach your neighbor, you know? All right? We out here teaching. We out here teaching right now. You know? You still go off. You know what I'm saying? You still fall short of the glory. But a wise man knows when he slips. You know, picks himself up. You see what I'm saying? But we're working towards what? That perfection, that new covenant. You see what I'm saying? Because when Yahushua comes, when he beams up the elect into those so-called UFOs, aerial phenomena, what Esau calls them, those blessed chariots, man, you know, you're going to get a new body. Right. Meaning that your mind, okay, is getting ready to be changed. Right. You're going to be 100% perfect. That's how the Lord, he's going to reprogram us like Esau does computers. That's why he's doing AI. Esau creating these AIs and these computers because he can program them to control them. You see what I'm saying? We're the Lord's people. So the Most High, he's going to reprogram at us as if we're like computers. Yeah. You know? Because there's no really such thing as free will. You see what I'm saying? There's no such thing as free will. People think that you got fucking free will. I can do whatever I want. I'm just living my life. Your life is governed and controlled by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Predestinated, point blank, period, man. You know? You don't have control and control over your life. Why did the scripture say we live what? Day by day. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't know what the Lord has in store for you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? One man could be poor, homeless on the street, and then next you know he could find $5,000 in a bag. Right. He could find a suitcase full of $1 million. Sitting in a abandoned car or some shit that he thought he was gonna go sleep in. You know? And happened to chance upon $1 million. Now he in a nice suit, sipping martinis, hanging with white women and shit. That's facts. You know? Lord controls life and death, man. You see what I'm saying?
I got a piece of
Oh yeah, bring him up.
change it, though. Before I get it, you know, twinkle of an eye, man. That's what it goes into, you know, changing your body, man.
Yeah.
I got the piece of you, bro.
Ezekiel 36 and verse 26. A new heart also I will give you. A new spirit will I put within you.
Yep, because what it said, you know, the Lord said he was gonna take the stony heart away. You know, the stony heart is actually dealing with the commandments, you know, because what were the commandments written on? Stone. You know, so when they got engraved into the stone, right, it was compared to our minds being based upon those laws, right? Which, see, that's why Yahushua had to come, because it wasn't the fact that the laws were wrong. It was the fact that Israel was going off, and that's how the Lord created us to be. You know, he said, "I will make the creature subject unto what? Vanity." Man. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord made us to go off. You know, all in order for what? His son to be what? Glorified. You know, because his son fulfilled the ultimate task, which was sacrificing his life, but showing us a better way. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So now that the Lord had to be the first. Remember, he's the firstborn. So he has to show his people how it's done.
Big brother, big bro.
You know, yeah, big bro Yahushua. He showed us how it's done properly. Then he sacrificed himself, and now we're all in that same state. So when the Lord comes, he's going to change our minds fleshly. Right. You see what I'm saying? To where we're going to have that perfect mind state, perfect beings.
That's real, man. That's real. That's why we're gonna have to pay everything, because we ain't gonna go off. Yep. You know, the reason why we is through is because we go off, man. You know, and us going against our power and us sinning and stuff like that. That's our kryptonite, man.
Yeah, okay. Sin brings us to death.
Right, man.
When you sin, you die.
Right.
So when we don't sin, we live. You know? Right. That's why the Lord said, Israel, why should I be stricken evermore? You know? Right? You being punished because you're sinning against me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm only punishing you because you're doing wrong. So why you want to be this way? Do you want to be homeless? Do you want to be under another nation? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to have diseases? Men, do you want your women to be hoes? You want your daughters to grow up into the streets? You know what I'm saying? Your wife committing adultery? Why you want to live this way? Be obedient and come to me. You know? And that's where we fucked up at. Because we thought that life was good over there, dealing with the other nations. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is cool. You know how Jake be. This is cool. You know? But it's wicked as hell.
That's why the scriptures say a moral having a moral mindset, you're gonna be miserable, man. No, because leaning on your own thoughts, that's why scripture say don't lean on your own thoughts. Yep. Because you're gonna be fucking miserable, man. You're gonna do everything wrong. Okay, because like the brother was saying earlier, man, who gave us the best guidance? Who gave us the best example? Yahweh Shai, man. He literally conquered sin, conquered death in his fucking flesh. In his flesh, man, bro. That's tough. And no one could say they did that. No Israelite man could say they did that, man. None of us did that, man.
You say you perfect, you lying.
You 100% evil as fuck.
Yeah, because you could go into Romans 3 and like 21. Romans 3 and 21. It says for all have come short of the glory. All, man. Not one of us can say that we're fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? That we don't sin. Even being in this truth. If you got that mindset, I'm perfect, I'm good, I'm in the truth, you're deceiving yourself. Because even in the truth, you can get fucked up.
So you're gonna be more accountable. You're gonna be more accountable for it because you're in the truth.
Because you're in the truth. Now you're held to a higher esteem.
Exactly. Really, you're gonna get fucked up more. You should know better.
Right, Go ahead.
Romans chapter 3 and verse 23. It says,
21.
Romans 3 and verse 21. But now the righteousness of the Most High without the law is manifested, being witnessed by the law and the prophets.
Yep.
Even the righteousness of the Most High, which is by faith of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach unto all.
See, and that's what it is now. The real righteousness of the Lord is through faith now. Right? It's through faith, which a lot of men don't have faith.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we bring out the terrors of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Why, like the situation that happened in Maui happened, that's a terror of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Esau burning your home down. You know what I'm saying? People jumping into fucking the ocean to get away from the heat. That's a terror of the Lord. Out there in Vegas, you got the mole people. Like not mole as homosexuals. We're talking about like the people that live underground, the homeless people. They got flooded out by fucking Hurricane Hillary, man. Hurricane Hillary that flooded them people out. So them people probably drowned in them tunnels. You know what I'm saying? That's the terror of the Lord. Right? You see what I'm saying? The Lord be seeing all type of different plagues, to the different countries, starving people out like Venezuela. Those is jakes that are being starved out. That's the terror of the Lord, man. So when the Lord sent forth these terrors, he's saying, look, if you want to be shielded and protected, you have to have faith in me. Because the Lord pretty much keeps us secure. Like you heard about like I think out in Mississippi, brothers going through like a drought of water.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain states, brothers be teaching that they be having like tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? But then brothers is protected.
Yeah, like in Florida recently.
Speak on it.
No, Florida had a hurricane. And hey, brother was good. Brother was good, man. What I heard about it, it seemed like only people that was getting touched by that shit was motherfuckers that wasn't serving Yahweh in a quick way, man. But the men of the Lord, our brothers, they was good, man. I remember in the pandemic, man, in the beginning, in Texas, everybody power was out. I remember this story. But the brother house had power still, though. I don't know the other name, but he had power still in his house, man. Yep. That's all the Lord, man. Why? Because you trust in Yahweh Shai, man. And in Jacob's trouble, that's what the Lord gonna do for his freaking man, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fucking people can look at us the way you want to look at us, talk shit, say whatever you want to say. Hey, but we full for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. Okay, and with that being said, we're gonna be freaking protected in that day, man. And you're gonna be looking stupid, man. That's why the scriptures say we're gonna laugh at famine, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be freaking laughing at famine. What kind of spirit do you have to have in famine to laugh at that, man? That's heavy, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shai, we gonna laugh because you wasn't doing the fucking correct thing, man. You know, you was mocking the prophets, man. Okay, ultimately you was fucking being mocking the Lord Yahweh Shai because we come in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. The spirit of prophecy is Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. I got a quick precept for you, bro.
Word up.
Yep. Isaiah 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of the devouring fire.
Yep, and that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You could look up fires around the world, and pretty much the world is on fire. Man. You know what I'm saying? Major fires in Canada we're seeing about, which the smoke from Canada is leaking all the way down into like you know, on the east side, man, New York, you know what I'm saying? The states that are over there, you know, polluting the air, man. The air is already fucking polluted, you know what I'm saying? So now the air is more fucked up, man. You know? But the Lord, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? So when these judgments come, right, which they're going to keep coming and keep increasing, like the brother mentioned, you know, those that have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, they're the ones that's going to be protected. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody else, you know, because people think that all I got to do is just believe in Jesus, you know? No, you gotta be like Abraham. What's your faith by your works? You see what I'm saying? Because see, I'm gonna show you how fair the Lord is. The Lord is so fair, right? He says, somebody go to not James, 2nd Ezra 9. 2nd Ezra 9 and maybe verse 5. You know, Lord said he give you liberty and benefits. He loads you with benefits and liberty. You know, Lord still blesses Israel even though they're wicked.
Yeah.
Even though they're wicked, the Lord still blesses you.
Coward ass dudes want to say they're self-made.
I'm self-made, I'm independent, I got it on my own. No glorifying truly Yahweh Shem Shai, you know? So when the Lord brings forth your judgment, your penalties, he's justified in taking your ass out. You know? Because he was the one that was loading you daily with benefits. Not your fucking self. That's pride. That's pride. So Lord getting ready to what? Take the pride away from you. Somebody about to get judged right now. See what I'm saying? That was Esau smashing through. About to go him somebody up.
Yeah. That's real as hell what you're saying, man, because the Lord could have made you born. I'm just keep it simple. You could have been a fucking retard.
Yeah.
You didn't choose who the fuck you want to be. You didn't choose to be a man. You didn't choose to be a woman. Shit, ultimately, you didn't choose to be an Israelite. Shoot, be grateful that you're a fucking Israelite, man.
I know, man. You could have been born an Edomite.
Damn, bro. A fucking loser, bro. Esau probably ruled the world or whatever, but hey, he just a hammer on earth. He's a fucking loser, man. He just fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, even the other nations gonna get their land and they gonna be subjects to Israel, but they still gonna get their land. They still gonna be able to have their woman. They still gonna be around. Esau the only one that's gonna be destroyed.
After 1,000 years, bro.
Yeah, through.
No Edomites gonna be in sight, man.
No Edomites.
That's why the scriptures say when the righteous is in authority, people gonna rejoice,
They're
man.
gonna rejoice. Yeah, even these other nations gonna be well off. Then Esau, they still gonna look good. You know, they still gonna be decked out. You know what I'm saying? But shit, these Edomites. That's why we say that's the lowest you could be. Is born an Edomite.
Basis of men.
The basis of man. That's the lowest. You know.
Motherfucker was eating out of skulls and shit.
Yeah.
Shit, wearing clothes to disintegrate. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Disintegrate on their body, man.
Yeah.
Shit. I always think like this too. I always say this. The reason why the Lord lifted up Esau because he was just flexing his power, man. You know, he brought the basis of me, like the brother said. Man. You know, but I got that second is 9. Yeah, this second is 9 in verse 5. Right? For second is 9 in verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Right. So we see the end is manifested. Right. That's why we out here preaching. we're telling you that we at the end of Esau's kingdom. Now it's time for Israel to rejoice in the Lord. Turn back before the Lord ultimately bring forth the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, and he shut this fucking society down because they are preparing 15-minute cities. You look up 15-minute cities and how many states are on board. It's pretty much majority of them. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Esau got these 15-minute cities that he want to lock you in. He gonna kill off the undesirables. All right, he gonna change the money. You see what I'm saying? So we in those times. He got troops that have been set up and traveling all throughout the states. So when they get activated, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be the ones patrolling the streets. You see what I'm saying? Hemming you up, like the movie. I forgot what was that movie. Was it not Songbird? But the one that showed where it was like a pandemic going on and fucking sanitation was coming to their door.
Oh, I know you're talking about. He was on a bike.
The dude was on a bike, right? And remember the dude, he was on a bike and he got to the spot where it was military troops and they was at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Instantly, get down.
Yeah.
That's how, and nobody was on the streets because he had a pass.
Yeah.
He had to have the pass in order to travel. Yeah. So that was like a depiction of lockdown and fucking, like how they did in 2020. It was lockdown. If you want to go to work, you had to be like an essential worker. So your job had to give you like a paper to, if the police did stop you, you would show proof that you could be outside. Yeah. So this time we saying this shit gonna be even worse. Yeah. And they put it in the movies.
Yeah, bro.
They ain't just movies for you to fucking watch. But this is cool. Entertainment purposes. These is movies because they're showing prediction of what? Bible prophecy.
Real, man. That's how Esau he think he justifies stuff like that.
Yeah,
you should have knew better. I put it in the movie. You should have knew better. Yeah, you want to look at it as entertainment? No, it wasn't entertainment, man. I was showing you before I put it on the earth, man. In reality, man.
Right. That's Esau's way of prophesying. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to directly say this is what I'm going to do to you. Yeah. Like we could come out here and directly say this is what the Lord going to do to you.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Boldly. Esau does it indirectly. He puts it as an entertainment purpose.
Yeah.
For you slow bellies, that ain't gonna perceive it in such a way. That would never happen. Not in my life.
You're talking about movies.
Right. That's a movie. Don't believe everything you watch.
Science fiction, sci-fi.
Yeah. You know how people talk. And when you in the know, you see your mind like you dumb as hell.
Stupid.
You stupid. And the Bible call you stupid.
Yes.
Childish children. Look that word up.
That's why the Lord won't fucking delete you because you fucking retarded. You're not no good use. You're not no good use. That's why I don't feel bad for you, stupid ass 2/3, man. You fucking retarded, man. You rather live in the flesh than live in the spirit, man. That's why you're gonna fucking perish, man. Through that fire. Through that fire. Yeah, look like fire fucking little ass Bill Gates mosquito.
That's why I'm about to say Esau probably saying some shit right now. Like I'm here like, damn, get you.
I got pizza, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's St. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 16. This is the people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and the shadow of death, light is sprung up.
Right. So the people that sit in the shadow of death, which is really right here is America, a low land. And why is America low? The vibrations, right? Morality has declined here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because see, at a point in time in American history, you know what I'm saying, they did once have Bibles in schools. Children were whooped. Parents had communities to take care of one another. Now everybody is segregated, separate from each other. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's fucking divided at an all-time high. And then what? Homosexuality is rampant here.
Yeah, what was it?
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Which that was overturned by the Lord, and to stop women from fucking sacrificing their children, which that goes into idolatry. You see what I'm saying? That whole Me Too movement, my body, my choice, You see what I'm saying? Like the Lord, he did that
to put it to your woman and look, you're not in fucking control of nothing. That shit is wicked, man. You know, for you to sacrifice your children, man. For you think that you can have sex with all different type of men and then all you gotta do is go get a fucking abortion. You know, when you get pregnant. That's what's gonna happen. What do you think sex is for, really? Sex is for procreation. Not just for your fucking pleasure. You know? Now sex is just a pleasure thing. I just want to have sex. You know what I mean? Sex was designed for a purpose. You know? And then the Lord threw in the pleasure.
Yeah.
Something to feel good, but it was for you to feel good with your man. Not for you to be with a fucking a bunch of other niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then glorify the shit. You know?
Yeah, Esau, he didn't defile everything.
Yeah, he turned everything. He turned something that was good into something that's wicked, man. You know?
Because like you said, women doing that shit, all you doing, including your brain, including yourself. Because every man you fuck with, they spirit gonna stick on you, man.
You know what?
That's why you got demons.
Also get the curse in Deuteronomy. Because in Deuteronomy it says what? That the Lord shall give you disease that are incurable. You know? Show you that Israel's under curses. And guess what? A lot of those fucking black women, they end up, that's why we say stay the fuck away from the black women. You know? Out in Texas, you can look this up as well. Look up the syphilis cases out in Texas. Look up the syphilis cases out in Texas. You know? That shit is very rampant out in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's prevalent amongst who? The fucking black people. You know?
You said in Texas?
Yep, so Deuteronomy 28.
Yep, go ahead. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 61. And it reads, also every sickness.
Matter of fact, start at 60.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Yep.
Continuing in verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai bring upon thee.
See, every sickness, every plague that's not even written in the book. Syphilis is not written in the book. Yeah. But the Lord is bringing it upon you. You see what I'm saying? Because what? Your actions. That whole thing about you know, girls just want to have fun, pleasure, party. You know what I'm saying? What comes with party? Drugs, drinks, and sex. You know? That they got that show called what? Sex in the City. And that's just based off of pretty much like women having fun doing their thing. But what comes with it? Diseases, man. You know, having multiple sex partners come with fucking diseases. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking women that's saying, look, you should enjoy your fucking 20s, man. For women, enjoy your 20s. Have fun, sleep with whoever you want, get experiences. You see what I'm saying? And then when you turn about 30 and on up, that's when you should start thinking about settling down. You know? So women in their 30s, they still think they're young, still think they're youthful, still think they look good, you know? So they try to stretch the 30s. They start getting close to 40 and start realizing, damn, I'm lonely and I'm single. You know what I'm saying? And polluted because you didn't have too many bodies. Now you can't hair bond. You know what I'm saying? Because now the man that you lay with, now he has to struggle with fighting with not just you, he has to deal with your personality, but then he has to deal with the personality of all different men that you slept with. So now it's hard for that man in order to deal with you because it's a constant war that he got to deal with in his fucking household. That's a curse. You see what I'm saying? That's a fucking curse. You know? Here it is, I gotta fight against the world. I'm at work all fucking day, and then I gotta come home and I gotta fucking fight with my wife. What type of shit is that?
She's supposed to be a pillar of rest.
Pillar of rest. I can't get food without an argument. I can't ask you to do something without you so-called being a controller. You know what I'm saying?
And everything you say, you know, paraphrasing. That's why scriptures say, rather being with a beast than dealing with a wicked ass woman, man. Yep. Working paraphrasing, man. Because these women, they be on some other shit, man. They a wicked vessel, man. But I got a quick precept for you, bro.
Yeah, but hold on, before you grab that precept, grab that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it says
Just so we can make the point about the curse of Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
as of July 4th, 2023, the health department reported more than 1,800 cases of syphilis in
1,800 cases of syphilis. Go ahead, bro.
in 2019 and more than 2,900 cases in 2022.
So it's rising.
Yeah, it says that's a 57% increase.
See, and that's in Texas, right?
Yeah, Houston.
Houston, Texas. Which Houston, that's the ghetto part of Texas. Jake, niggas, you know. Besides the brother that are out there teaching to do split of property, how about shot, man, right? You know,
Right.
Go ahead, bring it out.
It says Houston, Texas reports 128% increase in new syphilis cases in women.
And women. And guess what those women they saying is having the most? The fucking black one.
128.
You see what I'm saying? So if you go to Houston, you better strap up. You know? Hey, even fucking Atlanta, man.
Mm.
You go to Atlanta and then you don't even know what the fuck you looking at in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is rampant with fucking the AIDS virus. Because you got a lot of fucking sodomites out there. It's so bad in Atlanta that good women, I'm gonna say so-called good women are looking for it's hard to looking for a good man. Because it's no men out there. These niggas is homeless. You know? That's how bad it is. Women are looking for a good man. That's how scarce it is. What's a good man? These niggas is all gay. You know what I'm saying? Then you got homosexual women, lesbians. You know, you got transformers out there. Shit crazy. So you can't go to the club and then get drunk. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around and talk to a fucking a transformer. Yeah, straight man, looking like a straight woman. You don't even know.
More feminine, real women.
Yeah.
Yep. This is Romans chapter 1 and verse I'll start at 25. Verse 24, it says, wherefore the Most High also gave them to uncleanness
Yep.
through the lust of their own hearts. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High. Into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Verse 26. For this cause,
My bad, Slocky. That's why our people are through, man, because they trust in and they go off the flesh more than the spirit, man. That's why you fucking through, man. That's why the Lord gave you a wicked I can't forget a word, but fucked up spirit, man. Okay, reprobate the water, bro. Reprobate spirit, man. Through as hell, man. You might think it's cool, you might think there's nothing wrong with it, but really you're doing something hurting you, killing yourself. That's why a lot of these transfers, they say that they regret doing what they do. They regret doing that shit because they know they fucking through.
They're the most depressed and suicidal.
high rates of suicide amongst the transformers.
Because they men that transform into fucking a so-called woman, they wish they could go back into being a man. You know what I'm saying? That it's not normal for you to take those the pills, hormonal pills. You know what I'm saying? To suppress how the Most High naturally made you. You're a man. You're supposed to have less estrogen, and you're supposed to have more testosterone. You know. So now you have more estrogen, which makes you all soft and weak. You know, and then you altered your body. You know what I'm saying? So now your body naturally supposed to be strong, and now it's a fight. Now you gotta constantly stay on these pills, which them pills, they got side effects and whatever chemicals that's in them. So that's just fucking you up even more. So you just an ongoing battle of just trying to change, and it's fucking you up. Now you in society. Now society don't even accept you really. You want to be so much of accepted, but now society even hates you even more. You see what I'm saying? And then so you got the people that out there. So how do you define a woman? If I want to define a cat, confusion, bro. Show you that we in Babylon, bro. We in Babylon, bro. Shit is bugged out.
Sometimes all you can do is fucking laugh. You go here, you go bust a brain
Brain
vein.
vessel, yeah. And then people want to go kill themselves, because they know deep down inside, fuck, I really am a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't, no matter how much Esau tries to use technology, destroy your organs to try to create a womb where it's like a woman's, body, Esau can't do that, man. He can't give you a vagina and give you a womb to have ovaries to create a baby.
Because like you said, they be all on their medication to basically, man. There was a dude. He was like, "Well, shit, man, I have to keep on going back to the doctor because he got a box, So he was like, "Well, shit, man, I have to go back to the doctor, or if not, he's gonna die because some shit like it got to get like drained or some shit like this.
You probably building pus or some shit.
And that shit's expensive as well.
Damn.
So he was like, so at first he was like, I only had to go a couple times a year, but now he has to go very back to back to back.
Yeah.
Now he gonna die.
And you know what's crazy about that? Because look, now that shit is so rampant, right? Everybody wants to be transformed, right? It's everywhere now. Now Esau's putting in face. Now look, in the near future, we're gonna start making laboratory babies. You niggas can't produce. Years ago. Yeah. But they do this like lab shit and they do like sperm. And then the sperm is so many years. Yeah, that's what they doing. They doing lab tests. They do it with animals first, and then they start doing to human trials. So they trying to make laboratory babies. Create your own baby, skin color, eye color, all that. Yeah, that's fucking wicked. That's the CRISPR. CRISPR is like a DNA altering program. You know what I'm saying? Where they can alter, they can, like you said, select what eye colors you have. You know what I'm saying? You want your child to be more muscular, tall. You know what I'm saying? They can input these genes into your DNA strand. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why Esau believes that he's God. Yeah. That's wicked because honestly, the Lord is the one that controls the person who he is, who he or she is. He's the creator.
Going back to Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use in that into that which is against nature. And here's the point going into the nastiness. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one towards another, man with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat.
Because of their error. The reason why the Lord bugged you the fuck out because you erred, man. You put the flesh over the spirit, like I said earlier, man. So you're gonna get bugged the fuck out, and you're gonna like men, and you a man, or vice versa, you a woman, you like a woman. That's not right, man. What they say, the opposite attracted, that's how it's supposed to be, man. Okay? What we were saying earlier, that's the entire life. You be a lesbian or a fucking fag, your entire fucking life, man.
And that's why the simplest cases is up. You know what I'm saying? Out there,
Like that, yeah.
that's the recompense of their error.
Which a lot of those diseases, they do have cures to it. Esau's not gonna tell you the actual how to cure yourself. A lot of those venereal diseases, it's a virus. So you can kill viruses with like gold, silver. You know, you got colloidal silver, colloidal gold. You know, oregano. It kills certain viruses. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you suffer from certain diseases, you know what I mean? Take you some golden seal. There's certain herbs out there that you can take which actually helps out with these things.
A dude was example we was speaking on that Friday. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, yeah. That dude's still alive. Got a seed and everything. They don't got to say the seed he got.
Nah, he had AIDS.
Yeah.
You know? So Esau, yeah, because AIDS is a immuno deficiency virus. Oh, that's HIV, immunodeficiency virus. You know, which I believe is later stage it turned into AIDS. You know, but it's treatable. How do we know Dr. Sebi, man? You know, Dr. Sebi had 13 cases where he actually treated AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So Esau took him out because, you know, the Lord put it in Dr. Sebi's mind to understand how to fucking cure this virus. But it's something that's not easy. You got to be on a strict diet. You got to change how you eat. You know, you got to change how you live. You got to work out. You got to take the herbs. You know, and then your body can start curing itself. You know, because your body, the Lord created the body so perfect that it actually has a defense mechanism, which is your immune system. Right. You know, so anytime you have a weak immune system, then you're easily to be taken over by diseases and certain viruses. Right. You know, like we get sick, but a lot of times, a lot of brothers, since they come to the truth and they change their diet and change how they eat, you know what I'm saying? And they work out now, you know, and they take the herbs. Now you don't get sick as much. You know, before the truth, you probably got sick 3 times, 4 times out the year. You know what I'm saying? Now you barely even notice when you get sick. You know what I'm saying? And if you get sick, it's like something really is hitting you that you just gotta just fix up on. You know, and then boom, you be good. Drink your teas. You know, teas is good. You know what I'm saying? Drink tea.
I got precept, bro. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 4. It says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
See, he that is wise will not abhor them. The Lord creates medicine out of the earth. So you know, if you wise, you're going to utilize them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this shit is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you get it over time. Get paid, get you one piece, get you this next week, another one, another week, you know what I'm saying? Because they come like 30 or 60 vitamin capsules to a bottle, you know, so it's you break it down, it's like a month supply, 2 month supply of having your herbs. Some you could buy in liquid form, you know what I'm saying? And you do the droplets. So it's not like you're gonna run out, you know, immediately. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to get these things, you know what I'm saying, and actually utilize them. Do your research first. You know, always do your research first. Look at the benefits, look at the negatives, you know what I'm saying? And do your research on it so that way you can learn about it, you know what I mean? And then you go from there. You become more knowledgeable, you know?
And then tie that in with prayer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because he's the one that ultimately brought that sickness upon you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So ask the Lord, you know, for some mercy.
Yep.
Shit, man, fast. Fasting is a great way. Yeah. I got another one, bro. This is staying in the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 15. It says, health and good state of the body are above all gold, and strong body above infinite wealth.
Right. I'm saying? Health is your wealth. You know? Because you can have money, right? Like for example, Chadman Boswick, I think that's how his last name goes. How did that dude die? That dude died from fucking colon cancer. You know, it say you can find that too. Eating too much meat clogging up the colon, like that Konya Sada. You know what I'm saying? Jake eat Konya Sada back to back all day, every day, and then wonder why they ain't taking shits properly. Like you was talking about, bro, they ain't got no fiber. You know, they ain't eating no fruits. They ain't eating no vegetables, no greens, none of that, man. They just eating straight meat and bread, back to back to back, and tortillas and shit, and rice, heavy starch food, and they ain't took a shit in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So, sir, and Chadman Boswick, that dude was he was famous. That's the guy that played on Black Panther. Yeah, that was Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman, that was Black Panther. He was famous and he died because he had colon cancer, man. So you could be rich and then you could have like money and still not take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You said look up what?
Meat clogs the colon. It said Sirach. Yeah, meat clogs the colon. What you got there, bro?
I got a precept. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15. Health and good estate of the
That's my brother. Read it again.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Let's go read it again. Let's go.
Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15. Health and good estate of the body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth.
Yep, see? So it's above infinity wealth. You can have money and still not take care of yourself. You know? Right? You got people that's poor, but they work out every day. You know what I'm saying? They probably eat 1 meal a day, you know, but they buff as shit. And they live on the streets. They doing better than somebody that's rich. You know what I'm saying?
Continuing in verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body. That's exactly what he's saying, bro. And no joy above the joy of the heart.
See? You know what I'm saying? Like your mind, like one thing about your mind is what you don't want to deteriorate. So you got certain herbs like lion's mane. Lion's mane is good for your mind. You know, if you want like better cognitive thinking, better motor skills, you know what I'm saying? You want your neurons to be healed, you gotta take like certain herbs like ashwagandha, lion's mane. What's another one that's good for the mind? It's on the tip of my brain, but I can't think about it. I know I got it. Oh, it's a mushroom. That's the lion's mane. The lion's mane is the mushroom. Ashwagandha. It's another one. I can't think of it. But, you know, it's plenty herbs that are good for your mind, man.
To know your goals is good for the money.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to, you know, heal your brain, man, because you got a lot of metals that are specifically targeted against us that goes to your brain to destroy your brain. Like people don't know that your toothpaste, man. The fluoride that contains metals in it, and it goes directly to your brain to clog your pineal gland, man. Which your pineal gland is like your third eye, it's your connection to the Most High, man. Esau tries to sever that, so he destroys us by food and things that you use on a daily, man. So daily you're killing yourself, but you don't realize it. So now you got to separate yourself from using certain products, you know what I'm saying, which have these chemicals in it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant. It's even a fight to stay alive here. You know, people are so fucked up because they don't have no knowledge. They don't have no sense of this is wicked. It might be toothpaste, but it's some wicked shit in this toothpaste that's killing me. Yeah. Ginkgo. Oh, ginkgo. Yeah, that's another one. Ginkgo. I got that in the car. Yeah, ginkgo.
It says ginkgo has a long history of use in treating blood disorders and memory issues.
Obviously, that's mental. That's brain.
And see, people suffer from a lot of memory loss. They can't remember them. You know what I'm saying? Brain fogs. You know, because your functions in your brain, it's not getting enough charge, man. So that means that your brain has to be repaired. You know, so you gotta take these herbs, and in order for you to get healed, like the brother mentioned, prayers, because the Lord gives everything the increase.
Yeah.
You know,
If you mess with all take herbs, and it might not work.
yeah,
Because like brother, like what y'all was saying, what really counts is the prayers, man. Yep. You know, that's why we pray over our food. You know, that's why the Lord told us we will eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles, man. Gentiles, you know. So shit's defiled, but hey, that's why you pray, man. You know, that equals to faith.
yep. Faith, yeah, you ask.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's up, bro? Read the scripture again.
Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15.
So that's
Yep.
what's that's rock or
No,
Ecclesiastes.
oh, Ecclesiastes.
Yes, sir. There's one more verse. I'm gonna read 15 again. Yeah, one more verse after. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth.
Yep.
and I'm thinking,
It's like, and that's why look, we ain't gotta run down to Esau when he's talking about these viruses and these plagues, and that you need to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the one that's gonna get people sick and put them to death. We're not afraid of that because the Lord already preparing us to take care of ourselves. We're many like we dabble in many categories. You know what I'm saying? We're our own physicians. We don't need no fucking doctor. We don't need no fucking doctor. What's up, bro? Scripture. Yep. 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 Hey, y'all Israelites. You're an Israelite. You God chosen people. Yep, you're an Israelite. You might be of the tribe of Issachar. Yep, just like this brother right here. We brothers. Hey, Jesus es negro no blanco, brother. The Lord is a so-called black man.
And the enemy is
The gringos.
right there. Look,
The diablos.
Esau's
The
red.
Esau. That's right. That's right, bro. That's right.
You already know.
That's right.
And the chariots are
Hey, Shalom. Whoa. Yeah. Watch you, bro. Our big our brothers, man. Yo, call on y'all about y'all shot. He knew something. Yeah, bro. He's in the chance of watching, bro. Hey, good works, man. Lord's willing, we the Lord's chosen, man, to the end. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the Lord give confidence. The Lord give you increase your faith just by a little interaction like that. Yeah, you know? That was yeah, brother. Yeah. Right, go ahead.
like confirmation.
Oh yeah, what you gonna say? I'm sorry, brother. I hope you remember what you was gonna say. I'm sorry.
speaking about fucking brain and
Yeah,
goddamn it.
I was going to say exercise properly a little.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I was going to say. You know, exercise properly a little because exercise. The reason why I profit a little, you know, the apostles been showing us that lately. You know, Apostle Gabar a lot. Showing us that lately because it helps your mental too. Yep. Working out helps your mental too, man. Yep. Working out makes you feel better, man. Yep. Straight up. If you working out consistently, you know, my brothers can say that too. When you working out consistently, man, you feel better mentally, man. You feel better about yourself, man. You're more happy with yourself, man. You know. Yeah. So that's a benefit too, man.
It even increases your self-esteem. A lot of men have low self-esteem. So when you start working out, good high self-esteem is good for the mental. Because now you don't feel damn. I'm just fat. You know, I'm ugly. No girl wants me. You know, you get depressed. You got a lot of men walking around fucking depressed. They're not happy with themselves. You know, you start working out, you start gaining muscles. You know, you start seeing change in your body. You know what I'm saying? So it does profit. You know,
Because it's like that's like you showing that you really love yourself, man. Yeah, you over eating bullshit food consistently and not working out on top of it. That's like a sign that you like, man, I love myself. I don't fuck my temple because that's really our bodies are the temple, man. You're supposed to cherish your body, man, the correct way, man. You're looking like a McDonald's burger. Man, I remember a brother said, I forgot what brother said it, but I think it was an apostle, man. I can't remember, but basically, people, some people's stomachs be saying hello before they say hello. Man. Damn, I'm like, damn. When he said that, I'm like, fuck. That's, and he's like, that's why you wonder why we don't fuck with you, man.
Your stomach got a mouth.
Oh,
Man.
hey, man, for the most part, man, the American population is morbidly obese.
Yeah, bees.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, God damn.
yeah. That's why we say stay away from fast food, man. You know, 'cause if you eat at a fast food supply chain, man, McDonald's, Burger King, you know what I'm saying, Taco Bell, none of that shit is real food, man. You know what I'm saying? All of it is processed, and then a lot of it has chemicals in it, which are actually drugs that in order to bring you back. You see what I'm saying? So it's like an addiction that you get from eating different food. It just makes you want to come back and get it again, and then again, and then again. You know what I'm saying? So then you start becoming what? Dependent on it and lazy. You know what? I could just go out and fucking buy a 5-piece meal, you know, and I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? With the drink, you know. So you eating food that don't break down in your body, has no nutrients, and then you always they get the high C, so you get a lot of sugars, you know, and a lot of times a lot of that shit that you wanted because you got them parasites in your fucking body.
Yeah, they control you.
The parasites are saying, "Come, eat this, feed me."
Hey, they be taxing too.
Yeah.
And if I may correct myself real quick, through the spirit Slocky, bro, it was Ecolasticus. You said that. My bad. I said Ecolasticus. It's Ecolasticus. Also known as Cyrac. Cyrac 3. So I gotta correct myself in that. Slocky. No, Ecolasticus. One more verse. Okay, Ecolasticus, also known as Cyrac 3, in verse 15. You know, this goes strictly what y'all both saying, man. You know, it matches perfectly, man, through the spirit. And the reason, no, 16. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. You know, it says there's no riches above a sound body. You know, and how do you have a sound body? You treat your body the correct way. You put in the right nutrition in your body, man. It's just a 30. It's 30? Okay. Ecclesiastes 30 in verse 16. Okay.
It's like, brother, it's Sirach 30 and what?
16.
30 and 16. So it's like, bro, it's 30 and 16. It's like, brother.
My bad, bro. It's like Ecclesiastes 30 and verse 16. And it reads, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. You know, because at the end of the day, man, having a sanity and treating your body the correct way, that's how you can move correctly, man. And us being prophets and being the mouthpiece of the Lord, you know, who he's saying, man, you gotta have a sound mind, and treat your body the correct way, because you gotta be sharp in the mind, man. And I say that to myself first and foremost, man. You gotta be sharp, man. You know, you gotta be on point. You know, to be a defender of the gospel, man. You know, and just show the people the right way, man. You know. No.
I got that what you had called for earlier. Staying in the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and 30. 37 and 30, it says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. Shoulder? Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 37 and verse 30. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and
Excess of meat brings sickness, right? So eating too much meat will bring sickness to you. You know, a lot of meat is not good. Not saying you shouldn't eat meat, and not saying that anybody that's doing like a vegan diet, that you're any better than the next man that eats meat. You know, because either or, the Most High created the herbs for man to eat, and the Most High created certain clean animals for men to eat. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about having a healthy balance. You know what I'm saying? So if you eat meat, you should eat greens with the meat. You know? And they got like baby spinach. They got a kale. You can cook kale with meat. You know what I'm saying? And then kale does not become so hard and distasteful. You see what I'm saying? You cook that kale with your meat, and it actually becomes soft and enjoyable, man. Especially if you season it right. You got a good season, you know, it's gonna taste good. You know, so I'll make you a salad. You know what I'm saying? but you always should implement the opposite of what you're doing. You know, so if you eat meat, add the greens to it. You know, go from there.
And you're gonna think of something to do it too, man. You're gonna feel the difference. You're gonna feel the difference.
And your gut is your second brain. You know what I'm saying? So that maybe that's why you can't focus. You know what I'm saying? Eating always hungry. You know.
And I remember Apostle Ramla, you know, he would we made a lot of food, and then I had got some meat, and luckily I had got some greens with it. So my plate was kind of stacked.
Yeah.
And the apostle was about to come inside the crib, and I was going out to the backyard, and the apostle checked my plate. So I'm gonna make sure you have some greens.
Oh shit.
And I was nervous. I was like, oh, I was like, oh god, I got some greens.
Yeah.
You know, like the apostle was checking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's real. You know, you got to make sure that you got them greens, man.
That's really what counts. That the greens. You know, and I remember we did a little meat fast. You know, and I forgot exactly what it really was mainly saying it. It does something to your brain when you don't eat meat. It messes you up. I remember all of us. You know, me, you, and you know that other man. But missing in the line, man, because not eating meat, man. I forgot exactly.
Iron.
Yeah, iron, bro.
There's a certain iron that it's called heme iron that is only found in like meats. You know what I'm saying? And that is just easier for your body to absorb it. You know?
Yeah. So that proves that you vegans that don't eat meat, really, you're not healthy. You're not healthy.
Well, no, they healthy. They healthy. Vegans that don't eat meat, like I said, you're not any worse, nor are you any better. You know what I'm saying? So you could be vegan and still be healthy. You can eat meat and still be healthy. So all about is a balance. Use a balance. You know, because that dude, what's that dude name? He does calisthenics too. Not Brawley. Brawley eats meat. He eats a lot of fruit though. But it's another dude. He dark skinned.
Oh, it's only.
Nah, not Goku Pump. It's another dude. But he's vegan though. He's tall. I think he's a Benjamite. You know what I'm saying? But he's tall. He's out in New York as well. He's vegan, but he looks good. You know, he looks good.
He be with the youngin that he's
Yeah, the little boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a twin brother.
No weakness, no strength. No weakness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he looks good. You know what I'm saying? So he's a vegan. You know what I mean? So you could be necessarily vegan and still look good. You know, they work out. You know what I'm saying? And he eats good. You know, so he probably eats lentils and probably eats a lot of those fruits and veggies. You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and then we know the book of Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Yup, go ahead up.
This is Daniel chapter 1 and verse and verse 9 and verse 8. It says, but Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat.
Right. So during the time of Daniel, the king that was ruling was Nebuchadnezzar. See what I'm saying? And that was during the Babylonian Empire. You know, so Daniel wouldn't defile himself with the king's meat because the heathens, man, they eat the swine. You know, with no problem. You know, they show you on the movies. They got the full roasted mini pig with a fucking apple in his mouth. You know, and they make it look luxurious. You know what I'm saying? You about to have a big feast, a long table. Everybody's, that's welcome to the party. You can come drink and eat. They got their chalices with their drinks.
Make it delicacy.
Yeah, it's like a delicacy, man. You know, probably got some clams and some other shit.
That's why it's so expensive.
You know, that was what was going on in ancient times. So us as being Israelites, we know the law. So Daniel, like, I'm not going to defile myself with the king's meat, man. I'm not going to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though we under captivity, we still have a choice to do better, to eat better. You don't have to say, well, I'm broke. I can't afford this. I can't. You choose not to eat better, you know?
You choosing not to eat better.
Hey, because you could buy beans and like lentils, and it comes in the little bag. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to you get some of that, and you ain't gonna use them all up in like one sitting. You know what I'm saying?
Poor man's meal, like you talking about the beans. I forgot what beans you talking about, but you can make a poor man's meal. Get you a crock pot, chop up some bell peppers, some onions, throw a couple herbs in there, make them beans. The beans will be fine. Pinto beans, yeah. Maybe some pinto beans should be still good. Yeah. And they be fulfilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all that type of stuff that builds your life. It is like
Back in Daniel chapter 1 and verse 8, it says, "Nor with wine which he drank, therefore he requested at the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself."
Yep.
Now
So you
the-
see how Daniel was in captivity and he still was upholding the Lord's instructions, man. Right? He was upholding the laws, man. So it's the same thing with us. We in captivity. So we're doing the same thing at a lower state, man. You know what I'm saying? We're maintaining and upholding the Lord's instruction to the best of our ability. You see what I'm saying? So the scriptures, hey, that's for inspiration.
This is verse 9. Now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink, for why should he see your faces worse, liking than the children like the children which are of your sort? Then shall ye make me endanger my head to the king.
Yeah. If you listen, brother, you're gonna find out.
Listen, I'd like to know though. I think I should have an idea what you guys are talking about. Oh, you guys are recording? Go ahead.
Verse 11, then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servant.
So that's the Hebrew names. Because what is it? Meshach, Abednego.
Yeah, Meshach,
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Those are the slave names. So read the Hebrew names again.
Yeah.
A lot of times we use their slave name. They have Hebrew names.
This is Daniel chapter 1 and verse 11. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the king of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah,
So Hananiah,
Mishael,
Mishael,
and Azariah.
and Azariah. Those are the Hebrew names. Okay. We are Hebrew Israelites. We have Hebrew names. Okay. We speak Hebrew as well. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 12, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give pulse to eat and water to drink.
Right. So the post when we focus on, since we're talking about health, the post is the vegetables. So they were going to eat vegetables for 10 days to see who was going to be in a fairer state. Right? And see what I'm saying? So even if you do eat veggies, and that's all you want to eat, you're not gonna be worse off than somebody that eats meat. Either way, you're still gonna look good as long as you keep that proper balance between both.
Verse 14, verse 13, then let our countenances be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, and as thou seest, deal with thy servants.
Thou seest, deal with thy servant. All right, go ahead.
So he consented to them in this matter, and proved them 10 days. And at the end of 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat.
Yep. See, so it does have its benefits. You see what I'm saying? All right, eating veggies good for you. A lot of Jakes shy from veggies, man.
You know, if you don't want to eat it, well, now they got it to where you can juice it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a juicer, you know, and you can put, kale and cucumbers. Get you a couple apples to sweeten it up. Celery, which cucumbers and celery, that's water based. And then if you get the kale, that's more nutrition, like more of a nutrition base. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have a water. You have your water base, you have your sweet. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your kale, which provide a lot of good nutrition. You know what I mean? Even though they all have nutritional value, but certain have different loaded with different benefits. You know what I'm saying? So you just understanding what you putting in the mix, and then you drink it. You know, and it's still going to do the same thing as if you were eating it.
Verse 16, thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse.
Right, you see? So there's always alternative solutions, man. You know, Esau put something in front of you that it's like, look, this is what we eat. So you gotta eat what we eat. You could be like, no, I'm gonna eat like this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Jakes make excuses to why they can't eat good. I can't afford it, brother. You ain't gotta always go to fucking Trader Joe's, and you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture said, well, you gotta apply the knowledge, man. Lord gave you the knowledge to apply it to your life. You start implementing these things, and then you're gonna start noticing the change. You're gonna start looking better. Then you start slimming down. You was like heavy set, fat in the face. That double. Most people have double chins. You start implementing things in your life, and then people start noticing again. You working out, you're like, nah, I haven't worked out really, but you're just eating good. So you start noticing the change just because you're eating good. So that's why it meant like they count this as fair. You see what I'm saying? They start looking better, man. So that's what happened. That's what a lot of people, especially in America, a lot of fucking people in America just do that. You see what I'm saying? People do. They either go to the keto diet, or they change their diet completely, and they stop looking fucking fat, man. They slim down to what their body naturally supposed to be like.
That's the thing. It's called standard American diet. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? The standard American diet is McDonald's in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Get you, and then wash it down with an orange juice. McGriddle or whatever. Shit, man.
That's real that you said, man. I'm thinking to back you up. Breakfast, break your fast, and they want you to break your fast in the morning.
Big ass meal.
Big ass meal. You ain't supposed to eat a big ass meal first thing in the morning. You're supposed to really end your day with a big meal, not start your day with a big meal.
Yeah, it slows you down.
Exactly. That's why you sleep.
A lot of people that work out, you work out best when you are fasting. You know what I'm saying? People think that you gotta eat, before a workout or after the workout. No. When you fast and do your workout, you know what I'm saying? And then of course you should intake some protein afterwards, But that's the best choice, because your body is going to absorb certain nutrients, you know what I'm saying, and build muscle on the fast. You get stronger that way. I do a lot of workouts while I'm fasting. You see what I'm saying? And you actually have a longer endurance time.
Yeah, back you up, bro. When you fasting and working out, give your body room for your muscles to grow. Because when you eat it too much and working out, it's harder for basically your body focus on the food, breaking down the food over your muscles, man.
Exactly. And that's what it is. Your body focuses on breaking down the food. So it's focusing in another area when you shouldn't focus in that area. It's supposed to focus on one thing at a time. So a lot of people have that working out concept backwards. Sometimes I might not even eat after I work out. But then, with brothers that know me, still strong as hell. You gotta fill your body with actually good protein and nutrients. Like you don't even need to go and actually buy Esau's cut protein. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need it. A lot of times you don't like they got the whey protein, isolates, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you don't even need that shit. You can get protein out of veggies. You get protein out of nuts. You see what I'm saying? Walnuts, pistachios, peanuts. You know what I'm saying? You get protein out of things that is good for your body, man. The earth, for the earth, yeah. You can use it, but you don't need it. You know, and you'll still have lean muscles. You know, and still be strong.
I got this 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 8. 1 Timothy, we quoted this earlier. 1 Timothy 4 and verse 8. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come.
Right, you see, so it profit little, but it does profit. You know, every man should have some type of workout, whether you walking 5 miles or you actually, hitting the gym or doing calisthenic workouts. You should have some type of regimen in your day-to-day activity where it involves working out besides the Sabbath. The Sabbath is the only day that you don't work out. Right? You know, the Sabbath is the day that you rest. So that the day of the Sabbath, which this current time of the Sabbath is Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. So Tuesday at evening to Wednesday at evening is when the Sabbath ends. So the Sabbath starts on Tuesday evening and it ends on Wednesday evening. 24 hours. In between that time, you shouldn't be working out. But during the week, hey, get your workout. You know what I'm saying?
Blood flow.
That blood flow, yeah. But that's what keeps you going. Let's go into some prophecy. Whatever comes to our brother's mind, let's keep into some prophecy. We be our body too long. Makes it one of the body. Prophecy. Or somebody go to Ezekiel 38. That's a good one, Ezekiel 38. That's prophecy. 4:3.
Ezekiel 38, verse 1. And it reads, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God. Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? Because God really was originally the land of Japhites. They had that land, but see what Esau did, he removes monuments. So real fast, if you go to Job, go to Job chapter, let me see. I think it's go to Job chapter 24 verses 2. Job 24 and 2. Because what Esau does, he removes landmarks and he doesn't do violence, man. So he'll remove a certain people out of their land and then he'll occupy that territory, and then set himself up. So now in ancient times, the land of Gog and Magog, which would have been the Japhites, now those lands today is dealing with Russia, because Russia occupies those land masses as a current concept in. We got that Job 24.
Job chapter 24 and verse 2.
Yep.
Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof.
You see, so they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. You see, so they violently take away people out of their land, and they set themselves up on shop. They remove other people's landmarks. A lot of these lands that the names have been changed actually go back into ancient biblical people, man, that occupy these different territories. You see what I'm saying? But Esau changed them, okay, and then renamed them into different parts. So you got to understand geographic of the Bible, man. You know, going to maps, you know, and check out the different nations that were in certain parts of the world, man, and see where they were living in. You know. Go ahead, bro. Go back to that Ezekiel.
Going back to Ezekiel, Ezekiel 38 in verse 2. Ezekiel 38 verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against God in the land of Magog.
Right. So even though that, you know, Russia is set up by the Most High, right? Vladimir Putin, we're still supposed to prophesy also against them as well, because they're still Edomites. They're just the better of the Edomites, so to speak, you know. But we're supposed to still be against them as well, you know. The Lord is only using Vladimir Putin as a tool to fight against the West. You see what I'm saying? Because the one who the world ignorantly calls God, whose name is Yahweh, he wants World War III to take place. He wants a major conflict between these global nations, you know what I'm saying, to fight against each other in order to fulfill Bible prophecy, man, which will be the last and final war. And this war is coming quickly, man. All nations are gearing up for war. Right now, you got China, which is mobilizing against Taiwan. They want Taiwan. Okay, they want to take that land. All right, the fact that there's war in Ukraine, which that was also a part of Russia, you know.
Back you up in that. China said, America, you know, U.S. said they would defend Taiwan. They're not trying to do anything, man.
Yep, and the only reason why America is defending Taiwan, you know what I'm saying, is because I believe that they got those chip inductors, you know, and a lot of those conductors, you know, they're put in cars, cell phones. You see what I'm saying? So certain places have a large production of certain things that are needed that we use on the daily. A lot of these cars pretty much have a computer inside of them, man. You know, so they're not how cars used to be made, you know, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They're now they're just big ass computers that we're riding. You know what I'm saying?
That's why when people get a car payment, you know, they do their car payment, they know where the car is at no matter what, because that tracking device in that thing.
The tracking device, GPS in it, you know.
Going back to me, Ezekiel. Yep. Ezekiel 38 in verse finish off in verse 3. Ezekiel 38 in verse 3 and say, verse 2. So Ezekiel 38 verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Yep.
And prophesy against him.
Yep. And prophesy against him. Go ahead.
Yep. I'm thinking about who was standing against the workers of iniquity, man.
You know, verse 3. That's a part of it. Verse 3. And say, thus saith the Lord, Yahushai, thy power. Behold, I am against thee, O God,
yep,
the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Yep.
Verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, which goes back into that old Soviet USSR way, man. You know, so now the Lord is He's putting that fierce spirit on Vladimir Putin, man. You see, and when you look at Vladimir Putin, that dude is a warrior, man. And Russians ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? So you got the media that's, you know, trying to force feed you to make you believe that they're not making ground or they're losing a battle out in Ukraine. Nah, they're taking over, man. You know what I'm saying? They're taking over major cities. You see what I'm saying? And in war, lives are going to be lost. There's no way around people not dying when war happens. You see what I'm saying? So you got civilians that are dying, but that's what happens. You know? So they trying to make it seem like Vladimir Putin is the bad guy in the situation, but really Vladimir Putin is doing what he's supposed to do. You know, he's trying to stop the opposition from fighting against him, and they're resisting, man. You know what I'm saying? But since that Ukraine war happened, it has made a major ripple effect throughout the world, because Ukraine is a major transporter of like grains and different soils, man. You know, if somebody could look up what is Ukraine known for, You know what I'm saying? What is Ukraine known for? So a lot of these imports, they got cut off. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of countries now are not receiving what they were getting from Ukraine, especially the U.S. You know, that's why Biden, you know, your greatest president, he's constantly sending money, taxpayer dollars, our money, over to Ukraine. Because see, now even the US is getting cut off from certain supplies. Which means that they can cut off supplies, guess what's gonna happen here? We gotta suffer. You know, because now they raise the prices up on us. They're not getting it as they once was. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to help out over there so they can win, but it's not doing them no justice. No matter how many missile defense they send over there, no matter how many they try to get not NATO allies, because anybody that's in NATO, if they was to actually get directly involved with Ukraine, it would enact Article 5, which means that if one person a part of NATO joins the war or gets attacked, everybody a part of NATO has to fight. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, it's not time. He has it to where it's not time. They're not going to get directly involved. So they're sending like other countries that they might be partners with, friends with, to try to go out and help. You see what I'm saying? So that they don't say that they're directly involved. Right, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't enact you got low battery out there. So it doesn't enact Article 5, man. You know? Which you see how the Lord is he's the master chess player. Yeah, bring it out.
Proverbs 21 and 1. Proverbs 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
See, so you see how the Lord is in control and he's moving these different kings that are up right now. He's moving them, okay, in order for what his prophecy to be fulfilled. You know? Because we in the times where evil is getting ready to come upon the world, man. You know? So as World War III is cooking, you see what I'm saying? War, you're gonna hear about wars and rumors of wars. Be not troubled. You know, and that's why constant on the daily reports is going out. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
Especially right now, they're saying oil is gonna go to like $300
A barrel.
a barrel. That's why I heard they're going up to 300.
Yep. Which is gonna cause what? Hyperinflation. You know what I'm saying? In a society. You know, and it's because they can't get the access to it the way that they was normally getting it. So now you got since you can't get it the way you want it, it's a shortage of resource. Now you gotta raise it. You know? So what we're gonna keep seeing is higher gas prices. Right now, gas is at like fucking almost $6. It's like $5.60, $5.50. You know, gas is expensive, hell of expensive. So what Esau is doing according to the market, he's forcing people to actually go get these hybrid cars, because that's the goal. Get everybody to not have gas fuel vehicles. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. Because see, Esau now, he don't have control of Saudi Arabia the way he once had partnership with them. You know what I'm saying? Now them Saudis is like, fuck you, America.
Yeah.
You know, we about to get with Putin. That's what we want to be at. It's a better deal for us to deal with them because they're dealing with us family. Now people hate the West because now they don't have to be stuck on the bullshit that America provides. They give you a little bit, but they take a lot from you. You know? So now no longer is these nations relying on America. They relying on the BRICS now. People are joining BRICS now. That's what they're joining. You see? Go ahead, bro. That's the drug shit.
I got a quick preset for you, bro.
Wait, I'm like, girl, you love us or what?
Joel 3.
Which one of these brothers you want? Go ahead, bro.
Joel 3 and verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
You missed us. You
Yeah.
missed us.
What?
You missed us.
How did I let you when I didn't even know you?
You come to us all the time.
Did I?
Yeah, you come to us all the time.
How?
You just walk over like you normally do. You come and talk, and you leave. You miss us, huh? We on your mind? Yeah. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, that's what we out here
I have
teaching.
God in the heart. I have God in the life.
We need a man. We need a man of the Lord.
Huh?
We need a man of the Lord. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying?
You like some, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, sister, you know you're an Israelite woman. Go ahead. You're an Israelite woman. You're one of the daughters of Zion, right? So you are an Israelite woman, right? Like what's your father's nationality? Yeah, 'cause we come from biblical nationalities in the Bible. So our forefathers,
How do you know what nationality I am?
that's what I was gonna ask you. What is your nationality? What's your father?
I grew up Catholic.
Well, that's not nationality.
I'm some
What's your father? Like what's his nationality?
Spanish and Mexican.
So your father might be a so-called Mexican, right? Or if you see that down there at the bottom, Ishikar is the tribe
But I
of
have
so-called.
freckles, so I'm like Mexican and Filipino.
It's just the Chicago. But that's a good thing. That you're an Israelite. You shouldn't want to be nothing else than an Israelite woman. That's
Are
a,
you
that's
Israelite woman?
yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because you're God chosen people as a woman. So as a woman of God, you want to get close to the Most High. You got to get with a man of the Lord, an Israelite man. You see what I'm saying? And then also, you know, you got to be able to what change your ways. Like you're vaping right now. You know that that's killing. That's killing. So you got to stop vaping. You see what I'm saying? That right there is worse than smoking cigarettes. You know?
I know it's bad.
So you gotta. So if you want to be closer to God, you gotta stop doing evil things. That's evil. You're hurting yourself, and not only you're hurting yourself, you're hurting those that you're vaping around. Secondhand smoke kills a lot of people as well. You know, so you gotta stop doing evil things. If you want to really get close to God, you gotta change how you conduct yourself, sister. You see what I'm saying? And once you start changing your ways, guess what? God can come to your life. You know, that's how it works. And I,
That's so beautiful.
And I got a quick reset.
Yep, bring it up.
The brother
So
said
like,
you gotta have an Israelite name.
what does that mean?
I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. 1 Corinthians
Like,
11.
how do I get a Israelite man?
I'm gonna read it.
Israelite.
Israelite man.
I'm gonna read it to you.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
This
ahead.
is 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. And it reads, but I will have you know that the head of every man is Shamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man.
Right.
And
So the brother's reading the ordinance, right? So you got God, then you got his son, then you got man, then you got woman. So ordinance, right? So you got to understand. Now, if you want a man, a righteous man, now you got to come back in order. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we don't want to be where things are going to get out here. You know, so you're gonna somebody get also what Isaiah 32. You don't want to be single for the rest of your life. What woman want to be single for the rest of your life? So answer my question. Do you want to be single then? Okay.
I'm gonna continue. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man.
Right, and the head of the woman is the man. So now you got to be able to take yourself from an independent mindset, and then now that man that you want, that's a man of God. Now he becomes what? Your Lord. You know what I'm saying? Or your provider, your protector. You see what I'm saying? And he served the Most High. So guess what? The Most High and his son, Yahushua, they become his protector, his provider. So as you follow the Lord, you get the benefits of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's through that man that you're going to be saved. The Lord brought me to it. Lord had me
How old are you?
19. I was 19.
And how did you find that?
The Lord had me meet a man that was learning from other men of God, and then I started learning, and then now I'm teaching.
And I'm gonna answer your
How
question. I'm gonna answer your question with a scripture. John 15 and verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
Yep. So you meet certain men, right, that actually understand the scriptures. Lord has opened their mind, And that's in form of the Lord choosing. He's bringing you to the truth. Like you always come over here and you're curious to learn. You have a zeal, but you just don't know the right way. So now that you're talking to the true prophets, to the true men of the Lord, now we can show you the right way. So we're going to tell you that look, you can't be evil, sister. You can't talk shit about the men of the Lord. And really, in reality, you do need actual men because times are going to become evil, like we explained. You know, go into that Isaiah 32, Bible for sure.
Isaiah 32 and verse 2, it says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a cover from the tempest.
Right, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. Now, it's not actually talking about winds that go by. Why would you protection from that? No, it's when it's windy, that don't hurt you. So the winds, according to the Bible, is talking about a time of evil, a time of destruction, right? Because the economy is collapsing. Times are getting harder. Do you live alone? You live with your family? And it's because why? Financial, you probably suffering financially, right?
Not anymore, but yes, it was.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? So now, since the economy is what? Lessened and the dollar is lowering, now it takes more money to actually purchase certain things. So now it's getting hard for everybody. Gas is up, the price of living is up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't make pretty much $38 and up, you know, you're gonna be pretty much scratching the surface. You're gonna be suffering.
Yeah, it's a job.
Well, that's a blessing of the Lord. Thank the Lord for that. You know, because a lot of people out here, they're not making that type of money. They making like 21, 18, you know, $600.
That's still not enough.
That's not enough, right?
Yeah.
So we're saying that things are going to get even worse. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to get worse. So you're going to need somebody to guide you and protect you during these evil times. What?
Really guide me.
If the Lord permits it, it's going to be a matter of Lord. The Lord permits it. If the Lord has you for a specific brother, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be that man. He's going to guide you and protect you. The Lord's going to guide and protect you. Go ahead.
Really?
Yep.
Back in Isaiah 32 and verse 2, it says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Yep. Go ahead.
And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear.
Jump down to 6 or 9?
9, rise ye women.
Yep.
Jump into verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Right. Yep.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Right. So you probably been living life according to what you thought was right, and according to how you've been raised up. But see, now this is something totally different, something new. So look, now we're trying to guide you back into the right way. It's a KJV, King James Version Bible. So now we're trying to give you advice, and that's all we're supposed to give you advice, tell you what the truth is, whether you accept it or not. You let that brother finish. Go ahead.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail.
For the vengeance shall fail. So you say you got a new job. Well, that new job is going to eventually give you requirements. Those requirements is going to be where they're going to implement a digital ID, and it's going to come in the form of an RFID chip. It's going to come in the form of a chip. So if you want to start getting paid, you're going to have to conform to a new system, a new platform, where you're going to have to take this chip inside your body, right? And then actually use it in order to live in society. That's what the society is going to. So a man of the Lord is going to do it. He's going to tell you. I know everybody got the paperwork. Like, brother, show when you go to grab it from that brother. You're going to need a man of the Lord to tell you that, look, don't take that chip, because your trust is supposed to be in him, and his trust is supposed to be in the Most High and the Son. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High and the Son is going to allow you to eat, allow you to be sheltered, and it's all going to be through that man. You see what I'm saying? Because that man, he's going to become more precious than fine gold with grabbing these ones.
Oh yeah, I was about to get that.
You know, also the consistency as well. Spanish as well. You want it in Spanish? Okay. Yeah. It's in both. You know. So Open it up, yeah. Isaiah 14. A man should be more precious than fine gold. Okay. And then grab the precept too.
Yep, yep, I got you. Because he said real quick,
You know, basically what he's trying to
So
say
do
is,
you have a woman?
I don't have to know.
Why not?
I'm woman.
Why don't you have a woman? Because why? Why do you think? You haven't found like a righteous woman?
Lord ain't sent me a woman.
You
That's all
haven't
I'm
found
doing.
a righteous woman?
Nope.
You haven't found Lauren Hill?
Lauren Hill, definitely not righteous. She's wicked. She's evil.
Why?
She's evil. Lauren Hill is not righteous.
Why do you think
But,
Lauren Hill is not righteous?
I mean, she's part of it. But, no, check it out. I'm
What
gonna
about Eric Badu?
she with the team. She with the team.
He's a demon too? Why? Why?
I'm gonna read the script. I'm gonna read the script. Say against the most high.
Because what?
Say against the most high.
And she does witchcraft.
Witch.
this is
She's a
Jeremiah.
brujeria?
This is Jeremiah 6 and verse 16.
She's a witch.
Jeremiah
She's a
6
witch?
and verse 16. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, stand ye in the ways and see, as for the old paths, wherein is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Right. So you as a woman, you also gotta walk in that path as well. There's a way that you
Yeah,
gotta
so here's the thing. You're right.
Mhm.
Like, I am the glory. Like,
No, I mean
walk with it.
you're not the glory, but you are a man's glory.
I'm a woman.
That's a difference. Like your hair is your glory, but you as a woman, the woman is the man's glory.
No, I don't
That's-
need a man
that's-
to be my glory.
The man will be your glory, but you're the man's glory. Our women are our glory. So now go now I'm gonna show you. Now I'm gonna show you. You say you don't need a man to be your glory, right?
No, I'm
Go
like
to
glory
Isaiah.
myself.
Go to Isaiah 14. That's why the Spirit had me quote that one.
Like,
Alright,
why
'cause-
can't I be
'cause-
glorified
and
by myself?
Also Isaiah 4:1. Go ahead, bro. Isaiah 14, like 13 to 12,
14.
or 14. Go ahead.
You say Isaiah 14?
14.
Okay. It's Isaiah 14.
No, it might be Isaiah. It might be Isaiah 13, right? Isaiah 13 and
Make
a man more precious. Yeah, grab.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
See, now that's something that you covet after. Gold, right? Covet meaning that you would want. If you seen gold on the floor, would you not pick it up? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. If you seen a big brick of gold, you're gonna pick it up and try to go cash that thing in and get some money. Yes, you would. So a man in the Lord, he's gonna be considered as gold. More, the Lord said he's gonna be more precious than fine gold. You see what I'm saying? So that means that man is who you really gonna want. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Right, because America is also known as the land of gold. There was a point in time where there was actually gold in the rivers of America before those Europeans came and took it back to their country. That was actual true history. Actually, the football team, you watch football?
Soccer?
You watch not soccer, but actual football. Okay, well, there's a team called the 49ers. It's named after the gold rush. You can do your own research.
Wow.
Yes, read it, Isaiah 4. Listen to this one. So now when that time comes, right, that you're gonna need a man, right? Now, saints, right now you got liberty to do what you want, you got freedom, you can do as you please, right? And you most likely want a man to yourself, right? You don't want to share that man.
No.
You like a monogamy lifestyle, right? In that time, you're not gonna have.
You know how many men are like, oh, can we like bring another woman in?
You're not gonna.
Oh, hell no.
But you're not gonna have a choice during that time. You're gonna actually have to share a man of the gold. A man of God. You're gonna have to share a man of God. Go ahead, bro. Bring it Isaiah 4:1.
Isaiah 4 verse 1. And it reads,
Because you're being selfish.
Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold on one man.
And that
Of
day,
woman.
and that day, 7 women, which is not really 7 women. It's a complete amount of women that are going to take hold of one man. So it might be 2 women, might be 3. It just depends on what the Lord sends at that time for that particular man. But they're going to take hold of that man, meaning that they're going to want to do everything in their power to be with that man. See how you just said you want a monogamous lifestyle? Well, guess what? According to the Bible, in that day when times are hard, you're not going to have no choice but to accept that man with other people. So that means you want to share. Yeah. Yeah. Reality. When reality sets in. Go ahead.
Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man,
Yep.
saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by the name, by thy name.
So how do you take on a man's name? What do you think that means?
Marry him.
Marrying him, right? Which Mary actually goes into the act of sex. So you're going to give that man sex, all right? And you're going to take that man's name. So, meaning that when the Lord actually brings those women to that man, you have to have, like, people ask, what do you bring to the table, right? Do you know how to sew? Do you know how to cook?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's good. That's really good. A lot of women don't know how to sew. See, that's really good. That's really good. A lot of women don't know how to sew. A lot of women don't know how to cook. So you actually have qualities that put you on a better level than a lot of these women.
I know.
See what I'm saying? So there you go. Now you just gotta just change certain things about you to make you more presentable to that man. You know? Which, I was going to ask which one of these brothers you want, like, because you always come back for a particular reason. I might rock with you. I might rock. Okay.
I do.
Okay. I got another yeah, great appreciate that. This,
Okay.
you know.
Well, I have to go. Like,
Okay, no problem.
but it was really nice.
This time we gonna come in a different angle. So that's why I did that. You know. So yeah, stop tripping when you come. Don't drink too much. You know, and we're reasonable men. We'll talk to you, have a good conversation. We're regular people. You know.
Flush it out.
All right, sister. All right. Well, take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
I appreciate that. We try to do our best.
Bye.
All right, have a good one.
I know you gotta get up out of here, but you can still take heed to the scripture. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Yep.
Straight to the point.
Yep. We can go back to prophecy. Back to prophecy.
Ezekiel, right?
Yeah, because not all the time we gotta come, fiery. You see how we come at that angle. She was more willing to hear and listen. So and Jake go through it and needs some good words. You know what I'm saying? But we still told the truth at the same time. So the reality is, yeah, that's gonna set in for a lot of women, that don't have any skills or anything like that. They're gonna definitely want a man in the Lord in that time. So right now, a woman can say like, I don't need no man, I want to be single. But in reality, none of these women want to be single. And in reality, they all need a man. In particular, they need a man of the Lord. Because the men of the Lord are going to be high value men in those times. You see, right now we're not considered high value men. That's because life is kind of like regular as usual. You drive, go to something to eat, hang out with your friends, go see family. Wait till all those things come to an end, where you can't go see family. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't go to the store and get something to eat. Wait till society gets shut down. That's when people are going to be desperate and they're going to be looking for somebody that's going to be sustainable. Who's going to be sustained out here? The men of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Somebody could also hold Job 5, Job the 5th chapter. Matter of fact, you grab that right now. Job the 5th chapter, and like the 12 or like around there. You quoted it earlier, men should laugh at famine.
Job 5 and verse 22. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Read one verse up.
Job 5 and verse 20. And it reads, in famine, he shall redeem thee from death.
Read another verse up.
Verse Job 5 verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Yep.
Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Right, the Lord said he should deliver you in 6 trouble. Yeah, so no evil touch thee. You see? So that's why a woman's gonna want that man. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord gonna have you completely secured, you know, and she's gonna want that protection as well. A lot of you women, you're not gonna get that protection. And a lot of you women don't qualify for that protection. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be only reserved for really a 1/3, you know? And I was thinking about this the other day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women are 304s, you know what I'm saying? They're for the streets, you know. But the Lord, hey, not the ones that are doing good, these famous Instagram hoes that got their consolation. These regular 304s, you know what I'm saying? That's trying to live that life, but can't make it. You know what I'm saying? She dibble dabble in the streets. Probably this some stripping time. A lot of women that you meet, they were part-time strippers. And you won't even, and she be pretty as hell. Won't even know. And then the late nights didn't work out, so she back in the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you never know who the Lord gonna have mercy on. The Lord said, even a harlot shall enter into the kingdom than a lot of men. You know, even a harlot. That means that the Lord gonna have mercy on some of these women that actually were living that lifestyle, man. That's what I'm supposed to say. I have mercy upon who I have mercy. Yep. You know, you'd be surprised. The Lord gonna change their mindset. Deborah, you got.
I got what you
Go ahead.
St. Matthew 21 and verse 31.
St. Matthew, what, 21 and 31?
Yeah.
Yep.
St. Matthew 21 and verse 31. Whether of them twine did the will of his father, they say unto him. The first, Yahushua, saith unto them, verily I say unto you, that publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of the Most High before you.
See? Publicans and harlots. A harlot is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was selling their goods. You know? So they're going to enter into the kingdom before you, man. You know? That means that the Lord's going to have mercy on a particular woman. I don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who they are. You know, and I'm not searching to find out. You know? We just doing what we're supposed to do. But we gotta, you know, I'm notating the fact that that's in the scriptures. Wow. That the Lord gonna have mercy on some people. They gonna just change. They ain't gonna have no fucking choice. Right now they can talk that shit. You know, they still got each other this whole. They can talk that shit all they want. Guess what? When shit cracks and 911 ain't an option, you know, they gonna be looking for that man to guide and protect them. And they ain't gonna treat you like you ain't shit. They gonna have respect towards you. You know? I'm talking about when that respect when you first was in your love phase, they want to just be all around you, they did everything you like them to do. That type of respect. They want to do everything that you want with no objections. You know? You ain't gonna have to ask me. You ain't gonna have to ask me, just tell them what to do. You know? Because it's gonna be like right now. For example, if a celebrity came, let's say Chris Brown, and all the women like Chris Brown, right? If Chris Brown told a woman to do something, she gonna do it. You know, with no objection, because what, she looks at Chris Brown as somebody famous. I want this dude because he's an idol in my eyes. You know, that's how they can look at it on a higher reference. You know. Let me go back to the Job. Yep. Sure.
Job 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Yea, and see, there shall no evil touch you, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, see how the Lord is going to guide and protect his men. You know. So whatever situation is going on, you're being chased down. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat. You need some shelter. Well, the Lord is going to guide and protect you. Going to feed you. You know what I'm saying? You got children with you. It's hard to move, but the Lord's going to give you a secure location. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all going to be able to rest your heads. You know?
That's why the scripture say, scarcely be saved, man. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna go through what you go through and whatever, but you're still gonna be saved, man.
Still going to be saved. Yeah.
Job 5 and verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death.
In famine, he's going to redeem you from death. You know? He's not going to leave you out there to starve. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You might even have to come to choices where, you know what, you might have to go 1 or 2 days without eating, or you might have to spare your last little food with your children. You know, situations like you gotta feed them first, whatever. You know, but then the Lord blesses you. You know what I'm saying? He gives you a larger portion for your small sacrifice. You know, decisions like that we're gonna have to make. But still, at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to handle it. All right, because the Lord said He's not gonna tempt you above your measure, and then you're still gonna eat. You know.
Yep. And you know, I'm thinking about feed the fowls, the fowls like the birds and stuff like that. The Lord feed them still. How much better are you? How much better are you? Yep. You know, the ones that preach the word, Yahweh Shah, how much better are you, man? You know, because they don't preach the word, man. Obviously, the beasts don't preach the word, and the Lord still helps them out. You know, make sure they got nutrition and stuff like that, man. You know, so of course He's gonna do it for the man that that's defending him. You know, that's fighting for him, man. Yep.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Just gotta believe, man.
That's it.
You gotta
Have
believe.
faith. You gotta keep faith.
Grain of mustard, you can mountains, man.
Job 5 and verse we about to say anything though? No, okay. Job 5 and verse 20. Job 5 verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
See, war is the power of the sword. So when there's martial law, you know what I'm saying, troops out to the streets, you know, and you know, we're gonna be on their hit list. You know what I'm saying? Like us going into being a martyr. You know what I'm saying? What one of the disciples, which later became apostles, which one of them haven't been a martyr? Besides John, the island of Patmos, he was sent to the salt mines, one of those colonies, you know, to work. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's seen Yahushua, you know, and got all those revelations. Okay. All the rest of the disciples, man, they were either put on crosses, got their heads chopped off. You know what I'm saying? So Esau gonna vilify us as a number one threat. You know what I'm saying? Like what you going into last night? We were talking about what was the term? Public enemy. I'll make us public enemy number one. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about how going against society.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Domestic terrorists.
you know, that's what they're gonna make us, man. You know, so when the sword comes, the Lord's gonna allow us to get out of dodge. You know,
And should come like a flood. You know, but basically should lift up the stand.
yep, and that's Isaiah 59. Maybe Isaiah 59 and 19. And you know, Lord gonna also live up the stand, meaning that stand is gonna be spiritual powers.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Right. Or I have a brother come through like my man Will Smith on Hancock. Like remember that scene
Train
where
scene.
that's a good one. And then there's the one where he just popped into the car. You know what I'm saying? They started shooting him.
Oh, okay.
You
In
know?
the beginning. In the beginning.
Yeah, you know, they was getting chased. He just popped in like, whoop. Could be reality. Could be a brother. Hey, shalom. You know, but just pop up. Let me out of here. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. And I'll be thinking about different scenarios in my mind. You know, if you don't get the power, at least you're gonna have a brother with the power to come and protect you and guide you. You know what I'm saying? But this it's wrong, you know?
You know, that the Lord gonna get somebody that power. You know, if you amongst that man who got the power, man, that's a blessing unto you too. Yep. Okay. At the end of the day, man, we just want to say it. Yep. You know, of course, brothers don't have that power themselves, of course, but shoot, the Lord deliver you. Period. That's the goal. Yep. That's it.
That's the goal. That's humility.
Exactly.
You know,
That can be a test.
yeah, not every man gonna get that power. You know, but the Lord still sent a man, a brother, to help you out of a situation. That's still the mercy of the Lord.
And that's why I said it could be a test. Like, are you going to be proud and like, oh man, I want the power too? Are you going to be grateful that the Lord gave you grace and ability, opportunity to be protected?
Yeah,
Because it's still an opportunity to be protected being around that man.
I'd rather take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I know the Lord's still with me in that moment.
get a double a portion. Double portion. I can't remember. Is it the scripture?
Relation.
Yeah, get a double portion. Sure, that could be a test. You know, and you still get that power. At the end of the day, man, if you get delivered, you're gonna have power anyway, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back to Job. Yeah,
Job 5 and verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourges of the tongue.
Yep.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Yep. Neither shall I be afraid of destruction when it comes, man. The Lord gonna have us with a bold spirit, where you ain't gonna be shaken up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be afraid. You know, Lord gonna put a real cold spirit on you. You're gonna have a cold spirit to be able to handle when we getting ready to see. You're gonna have to have a cold spirit, you know. In face of death, you're gonna be unmovable. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be unmovable. Nothing's gonna shake you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the Lord putting that cold spirit in your mind, man. You know, you're gonna see some horrific shit out here. You know what I'm saying? These average men, somebody can also grab that as well. Their knees gonna be weak as water. These average ass men out here that think that they're tough, like these mighty men, these hardcore niggas, hands on their bones. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be out here shook. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, scared to death. And the terrors of the Lord is gonna have them shook out here, man. You know. But while society is moving, you know what I'm saying? They was acting hard. So the Lord's gonna bring out that inner woman inside of them, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna expose their mindset. And they ain't gonna have no answer. They ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. You know? I got this right there. Yep, bring it out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Even the time of Jacob's trouble, he shall be saved out of it. And then guess what? This is abandoned. It's a call abandoned. You know? But he shall be saved out of it. And then guess what? The Lord gonna say, who? Michael the archangel. You know what I'm saying? To stand up for thy people. It's always about thy people, which is the Israelites, man. The Lord's gonna send forth an archangel that's top ranked to defend his people, the elect of his people, man. You know how, see what I'm saying? Well, you have Michael the archangel appear in front of you. You know Michael coming with power. You know Michael coming with power, bro.
Yeah. That's what
What type of force Michael got? You know what I'm saying? He might be, I think Michael's third in command. You see, he's like right under your house shot. You know? Michael, meaning he who is like the Most High. You see?
Thank
you. So that's gonna be power in front of you.
So you got to
Yeah.
you know, you gotta get the list.
Yep.
That shows your power.
Daniel 12 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so grab that too. Daniel 12 and 1. What you got? I do find one with the men gonna be weak. Needs his water. Oh, yeah, feeble on that day.
So that brother find out.
Yeah, you grab that 12.
This is, Daniel's 12 and verse 1. Daniel's 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
See, and like the brother, the Issacharite brother that drove by, right? He said the Lord is watching you, man. The chariots. So when they come, you know what I'm saying? How you know? You don't know if they're watching you. They got their eyes from just to come protect you. You know what I'm saying? Lord gonna do that for us, man.
You know, because we're gonna be out here weak, looking, needing help. That's why, like you brought the order out. Most High, Yahweh Shai, man, woman. She gonna be looking to the man gonna be looking to Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? So that means that we dependent on the Lord. You know? So when we in our time of need, the Lord gonna know when we need him the most. He gonna see, boom, come through. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be blown back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out, brother. Talk to that. He might. I would say, I was shy. He told me to come over here. Yeah. You know, he told me to come get you. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Type of conversation. You know what I mean? There you go. That's gonna be a heavenly conversation. It might be a few words. You know? Hey. Man, bro. Daniel 12 and verse 1. And at time shall Michael stand up, the great prince withstanding for the children of thy people. Yep. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Yep. So it's gonna be hectic out here, man. It's gonna be real devilish, real evil, man. You know? All right, so the Lord gonna send help. Okay, we're gonna have help, you know. It's real. Continuing a little bit more. Continuing in verse 1. Let me see. Such as never was such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book of life. Everyone that shall be found written in the book of life. That's right, bro. You know, which Yahweh Shai, he has what? The keys to that book. Yahweh Shai is the one that's able to what? Write your name down in that book, man. You know? Really, he's confessing your name to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Because he went to sit at the right hand of the Most High. You know? So Yahweh Shai being our lawyer, you know, let's say the Most High is mad at you. Yahweh Shai, he's the one that presents your case in front of the Most High. That, you know, that thing. I know that brother did this, but try. You know, here's these good works, and it might settle the father down. God was going to destroy him, but you know, I'm gonna have mercy on him because you say so. You know, that's the Lord, the Most High gave power to his son like that. You know, that's why you talk about you don't need the Lord. You fucking insane. You're insane. You know, Yahweh Shai is your only mediator, man. Yeah, because in reality, bro, Yahweh is not really dealing with us. Nope. Yahweh Shai is the one dealing with us. Yahweh Shai is the one that gave us the Ruach HaKodesh. Yep. Yahweh Shai is the sacrifice for us, for the elect, and ultimately for Israel as a whole, man. Yep. You see Yahweh Shai, man. That's why he's well worthy of worship, man. Yep. And that's why we say, fuck you, people that don't worship Yahweh Shai, man. Straight up, man. Fuck, man. You a fucking disgrace, man. But that was it.
Oh, I got that. Weak knees. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 17. Ezekiel 7 verse 17. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
All hands, it's gonna be the reason why you're gonna be feeble is because you wasn't dwelling in the spirit part of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, we the man that's dwelling in the spirit power of Yahweh Shai in true sincerity is going to have their sanity in that day because the spirit of the Lord will be upon them, man. And like me and this brother, and you know, other brothers too, I know they've been in situations. You know, when me and this bro was talking about it, you know, his little situation he went through, my situation I went through. I'm not gonna really speak on it, but the situation, what was cool, calm, and collected in that situation we was in, man. You know, we didn't have no type of emotions towards the situation we was in, man. You know, and we know that it's because Yahweh Shai put that with us, man. You know, and I feel like the Lord, it's like He's showing us a prelude, however you say it. You know, for Jacob's trouble, man. You know, that's how we're gonna feel in Jacob's trouble. The men of the Lord is gonna be numb as hell. They're gonna be cool, calm, and collected in that day, man. Yeah, that's that straight game. Yeah, yep. Because that all those difficulties, from shit that you went through, shit that you hated, you know, and tears you shedded, all that was really building you up. It was molding you. So when the time is right, when the time is right, you know,
you're gonna really appreciate that straight game. You know what I'm saying? All the difficult times, it hardens you versus you out here just soft like a marshmallow. You know, you're gonna appreciate those trials, man. You know, some you win, some you lose. You know, yeah, you live to fight another day, man. You know what I'm saying? So when that time comes, you're gonna be able to utilize that, man. You're not gonna be like I said, you're not gonna be shaken up like a lot of these men out here, man. That are really women in the inside. They gonna be shaken up, scared. They ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, and that goes back to why the women gonna be fighting for the men in the Lord, because they're gonna see like, damn, why is he so calm?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to be with that man. It must be something really dealing with him. Somebody really dealing with him before it's the Lord, man.
Like that woman on the Book of Eli, the movie. She wanted to just follow.
Oh yeah. It's that under
Denzel Washington. She didn't want to depart from him. She knew that he was one.
the 70s or 80s.
You know, she knew he was one. That's how they gonna know. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to depart from him. You know, wherever you go, she goes. You know what I'm saying? Only the Lord could just have you alone. Yeah. You might not have. Not everybody might not be Isaiah 4:1. You know what I'm saying? But if that's your lot, oh yeah, she gonna reverence you. See what I'm saying?
I got one right quick. It's St. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock.
Yep. And what is that rock? Yep. That rock is your house shot, man. You know what I'm saying? That rock is a foundation. You know? So you gotta be built upon that foundation. If you're not built upon that foundation, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna easily fall. You know? You're gonna easily fall.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not. For
see, full circle again, those winds. Those winds is talking about the destruction. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some evil times out here. You know what I'm saying? But when those winds arise, they get to beating, and you know, you feeling it. Well, guess what? You're gonna remain firm. You know? Because really, somebody grabbed that too. Isaiah, 36? 33 something. 36. Yep. Really, what's going to keep you stable is that knowledge and wisdom. That's what's going to keep you stable. And somebody get that word stable as well.
This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. You said get stable, right?
Yeah, read the scripture.
Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yep, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. You see what
That
I'm saying?
is right there.
So wisdom and knowledge. What wisdom and knowledge that is it talking about? It's talking about the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures. You know, true understanding. You see what I'm saying?
Isaiah, you know, because back you up, bro. The wisdom and knowledge ultimately comes back to Yahweh Shai, man. That's all Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? That's why you're gonna be stable in that day. Just like it was speaking on at the beginning of Kent. Yahweh Shai defeated death. He conquered the flesh. So the wisdom and knowledge comes down to Yahweh Shai. That's why
Yep. Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, is his treasure.
Yep, that word stability.
Yep. It's H553:0, and it says I'm a one.
I'm a one, or I'm a one not.
Oh,
I'm a one not is the Greek word in that scripture for stability, but I'm a one not. The root word of I'm a one not is I'm a one, which goes back into what? Read it out.
yeah, it's firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, steadiness.
Which goes into faith. Go to the root word.
Okay, root word. And it's H52:9, and it's faithfulness, trusting,
Yep.
faithful.
That's it. I'm a one, Goes back into the word faith. See what I'm saying? So stability, we're going to be stable through the faith that Yahweh Shai has given us. You understand? That's how we're going to be stable. You know? We're going to think about what the scripture said. You know what I'm saying? And so we ain't going to be shook. You know?
Going more into the another root is H 53:9 and goes into to be established, be faithful, be carried, make firm.
Yep, make firm. Matter of fact, y'all got anything? Let's go to let's end it off on Hebrews 10. Make sure I got something. Hebrews 10 and 35. Let's go to Hebrews 10 and 35. Since we're talking about faith.
The Strong's definition goes into assurance as well.
Yep.
You know, we that's our assurance. You know that
Yep.
Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey man, this is faith. You know, we got big faith over here through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Right.
You can hook this up.
Yeah,
Right.
You don't have to have big faith. Right. If you don't believe, you better pray for it.
Right, bro. The scripture says it's impossible to please the Lord,
Without faith.
man. You know, I always say this, man. You know, we the said to my woman earlier, we the Lord's woman, man. You know, and if you have a woman, don't you want your woman to have confidence in you? Don't you want your woman to believe in you and trust in you when you tell her that everything will be all right? You know, and she trusting you and believing you, and when you be victorious and she kept on continually and trusting you, you're gonna reward her. That's how exactly how the Lord will do us, man. You know, Lord willing, man. We gonna continue to believe in Yahweh Shai, no matter how ugly it get, and He will reward us, man.
Hebrews 10 and verse 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence.
Cast not away, therefore, your confidence. Right? What does confidence mean? Calm meaning with, and then fidelity meaning faith. With faith. Cast not therefore your faith away. You see what I'm saying? When things get hard, you know, you don't turn to Esau to help you. You know what I'm saying? You solely rely on your Yahweh Shai, point blank, period. You turn to the Lord for everything. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Hebrews 10 and verse 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which had great recompense of reward.
Which have a great recompense of reward, man. You know, the reward that's going to be given is first and foremost salvation. You know, and then you get saved. You get to reap the benefits of what? Being crowned, going through the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? You get to be with the Lord, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 30. This is Hebrews 10 and verse 36. For ye have read, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, Yahweh Shem Shai, ye might receive the promise.
That you might receive the promise. You know, some men might not receive the promise, so that you might receive the promise. But like you said, bro, you gotta do the will of the Lord, right? You know, up until the very end. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no backing out. You know, you gotta go full-fledged and forward until the very end. You see what I'm saying? Don't slow down. Put your foot on the brakes. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't get disenchanted. Keep fighting.
That's that song. Don't stop believing.
Yeah, don't stop believing. You know?
Matthew 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Point blank, period. That's self-explanatory.
Going back now, going back to Hebrews 10 and verse 36. Hebrews 10 and verse 36. For ye have need of patience.
Woo! You have need of patience, man. You know, because patience go into suffering. You know, we gotta be patient, man. You know, like back then when we was a kid, a child, that your parents is gone for a long time, you were like, you can't wait for them to come back. You can't wait, and they gone for so long, you start getting anxious, you start getting worried and all that, man. Okay, but you gotta be gotta stay cool, calm, collected, like I keep on saying, man. Okay, that's how we gotta be with the Lord. The point is, we gotta be patient and trust in the Lord process and wait for Him, man. Okay, you know, because we're not on our time, man. We're not slacking. We're not on our time, man. We're on the Lord's time, man. Simple as that. And the Lord's time is perfect, man.
Hebrews 10 and verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, Yahweh Shemel Shai, ye might receive the promise. Verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come.
See, who's that he? Yahweh Shai, man. But yet a little while. Because we all feel like we want the Lord to come right now. You know what I'm saying? We like, fuck this place. Straight up. You know? But hey, things gotta take place. You know what I'm saying? Things gotta happen the way the Lord said it was gonna happen before the Lord can come. You know? But we all close. So don't take matters into your hand. You know what I'm saying? And don't leave. You know what I'm saying? The mercy of the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
That's why the scriptures tell us our salvation is nearer than we believe.
It's nearer than we believe. You know? You just gotta hold firm and keep doing what you're doing. And the eyes on your how much I was shot according to his righteousness. You know?
Right.
Be a hopes of mercy. Be the hope of the elect. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro. Call them fake base Israelites. Like that's an insult. That's a freaking compliment.
Hebrews 10 and verse 37. For yet a little while, and that in he, let me read one time. Hebrews 10 and verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry.
And not tarry. You know? He will come and not tarry. The Lord is getting ready to come. You know, we getting ready to see Yahweh in those skies, man. You know, we getting ready to see the Lord in those skies, man. So when the Lord comes, you know, that's the end of your suffering is over. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord comes, there ain't gonna be no more suffering. Israel is really gonna be back with the Lord, and the Lord's gonna establish us as His nation on the planet Earth. You know, right now we're suffering financially. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally. You know, you're worried about jobs, 9 to 5 jobs. You're worried about dealing with people of your nation. You know, you're worried about dealing with Esau. But when the Lord comes, all the suffering ends. All the suffering ends. You know, we're going to be put back in what? Peace. You see what I'm saying? And that's when, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get to live and enjoy. You know? That's the time. You know? You ain't got to worry about Esau raising the retirement age. We're going to be real good. But no, matter of fact, keep on. Yeah, keep on.
Yep. Hebrews 10 and verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith.
Now the just shall live by faith. You see what I'm saying? It's still on. It's just 5%. Lord. We got to go down a second. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Hebrews 10 and verse 38. Hebrews 10 and verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
See, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. See what I'm saying? Don't turn your back on the Lord. Don't look to the world. You see? Keep moving forward, regardless of the hurdles and the hardships. You see what I'm saying? Lord will make a way for you to get through it all. You know? You just gotta keep going, man. Keep trucking. Keep fighting. Keep swinging. You know what I'm saying?
It's only gonna benefit you, bro. At the end of the day.
Yep.
Continuing. Hebrews 10 and verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
See, we are not of them who draw back to perdition. What's perdition mean? Perdition means destruction. We're not them that's going to draw back to destruction. We don't got no love in this world. Life ain't going to change for the better. You lead the Lord, your life going to get better. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go back to that part.
You lead the Lord, your life going to get more miserable.
That edge gonna go get you ain't gonna have that edge on you.
Yeah, you might kill yourself. You know?
Hebrews 10 and verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
Yep.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
To them that believe to the saving of the soul, man. See what I'm saying? Lord going to redeem our souls real soon, man. You know? That's what you call success. You know what I mean? We fighting for that, to get saved out of here And Yahushua is our Savior. You know? So that's all I got.
I got one real fast. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 11. Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's it. Not even yourself. Right? You know? You find yourself slipping, getting weak. You know what I'm saying? Fix the problem. You know? Right? Examine thyself. At least not being in faith, man. You know? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta do that. You know?
Now you could also say, no, I don't be saying, bro, judge thyself. Yeah, no, judge thyself.
Yeah.
Because you won't get judged.
Shit, we all working for levels of improvement, man. You know? But nevertheless, don't give up the faith, man. Keep waiting on the Lord, keep fighting, you know, like the brother read. Don't let nothing take thy crown, even yourself, man. Right, you know? So
I would say really gotta check yourself more because really we're our biggest enemy.
you know,
But I'm saying I don't want that.
so you know, with that, brothers, man, we do pray that this camp has been edifying. You know, Lord willing, Lord allowed to be back out here next week. So we just gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai,
Barakatah
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai.
Yahushai.
So with that, we want to give double honors to the apostles. Much love to the brethren out there. And we gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Yes.